What's up, DzPeepz? This is your girl D coming at you with this sweet, piping hot tea. So sit on down and enjoy the show because Just D Show is raw and uncensored.
She's leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, hit some blood, you can see it in my
What's up, DzPeepz? This is your girl D coming at you with this sweet, piping hot tea. So sit on down and enjoy the show because Just D Show is raw and uncensored.
she's leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, hit some blood, you can see it in my
What's up, DzPeepz? This is your girl D coming at you with this sweet, piping hot tea. So sit on down and enjoy the show because Just D Show is raw and uncensored.
she's leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, hit some blood, you can see it in my
What's up, DzPeepz? Give me just a moment because I'm having a little bit of a technical issue with Rumble. You know what? I'm just not even gonna. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I was gonna bring it up for the new subscribers because some people have asked me what Rumble is, and I was trying to bring up the website to show y'all, but I don't know, I might have too many tabs open. Anyways, welcome to D's World. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I just got done washing and moisturizing my hair with my natural shea butter, so I don't feel like being on camera because I am tired. But it's been a good day nonetheless. Plus, my hair does need to moisturize for at least 48 hours. Chelsea, good to see you. Thank you so much, family, for tuning in. Everybody, don't forget, this is the comment I was looking for. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like as you come in, hit the like on your way out. If you forget when you come in, just go on and hit the like. And for those who have not, don't forget to like and subscribe to me on Rumble. I'm still researching to find out if we can do a watch party or not. Y'all, when I tell you, yeah, this documentary, it's hard for me to even put it into words. It's just justice on so many levels, and it confirms everything I told y'all at the end of 2024. If y'all remember me telling you that the diddler was going to go to jail and his ass was not getting out, everybody kept tripping about him getting out on bail, I was like, nah, because I saw back then him getting shanked. I remember telling y'all that. I said, he's not getting out. And sir, you have 172 cases pending against you right now. So while you giving business advice to the inmates at MDC, I think I would not trust the judgment of a failed business mogul who's now in jail with my ass. Now, I can't speak on the intelligence of the inmates, but apparently he is still trying to, have this fabricated sense of superiority, even in jail. You know what that really tells me, diddler? Your ego is so very fragile. And in the words of Miss Funky Dineva, you are very common, sir. That's some common ass shit for your ass to think that you are important. Because it actually made articles. I was like, not this motherfucker is giving people business advice. Sir, you're in jail. I would say your business has failed. Okay? Or rather, the brands that you put in Janice Combs' name. Oh, we gonna speak on a lot of this shit tonight. Because when I tell you, I finished the first episode, and I'm about, I think, close to 20 minutes in on the second one, and I'm just like, wow. It's the same. It's literally the same thing. Where is Natanya Rubin? I was highly disappointed to not see her as they told her story. Now look, despite the fuckery of February, I do believe Natanya Rubin was shot in the face. Now, what I heard in these YouTube streets was that there was more to the story than what she has divulged, allegedly. And all commentary on my channel is alleged outside of my real life experience. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Oh, my hand is itching. Money received, money received, money received. I'm still researching that myself. Because while I'm going to say this for Natanya. Because I thought about her this evening, and I started to pray for her as I was watching this. When they showed her after she got shot, y'all, you don't understand when you have the gifts that I have, that you can really feel people for real. Like you can physically feel a person's experience. It absolutely happened. J-Lo, your ass is going to jail. I saw you in you finna be in your Orange is the New Black, J-Lo. Jenny from the block. Who can't sing worth a damn, baby. You really, it was painful listening to your songs. You was dope as shit in Living Color, though. I gotta give you that. She was the shit on In Living Color. You should have stayed in Living Color, Jenny on the block. Because when you got with this nigga and started doing that dark Santeria bullshit that you tried to do to Ben Affleck, you know when you sliced the throat of that chicken and did a whole dark Santeria wash? allegedly, according to Ben and your ex-husband that put you on blast on Instagram with the Diddler party, list, invitation list. All of y'all are getting exposed. Did I or did I not call that at the end of 2024? I said Jayla was going to get arrested. Rafa did already got arrested on Thanksgiving like the loser he is. I still can't believe he was the cuckold for Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know what, Beyonce? I don't blame you because at least Ray J looks slightly better. I can't get past Joe Camel meets Donkey Kong. I can't do it. Not even for trillions, I can't do it. Not even a paper bag will get rid of that face and those lips, sir. I can't do it. And Claudia, is it true that you was riding his dick allegedly? You know what's crazy? I had a dream about her a couple nights ago. It was crazy. I said, why in the fuck am I having a dream about Claudia? Because, and I don't have no issue with you for real. I don't be thinking about you like that at all unless you're involved in an investigative, investigation that I'm doing. Which, by the way, I am still investigating you and, the whole Jason Lee of it all and, all the people that had things to say about your alleged involvement with Jay-Z and Kathy White. That is still under my telescope. But as it pertains to this, I distinctly remember you getting upset when I covered the story about you sitting on the Diddler's lap, and then you did that very elaborate Instagram live with Mimi Faust looking like she probably just got done. I could actually watch you and Mimi. Y'all know I'm bisexual. I would watch that. I'm just saying, because I heard some things about you and Mimi, and I heard that video she did with Rico wasn't the only video she did allegedly. Now, hey, to each his and her own. I'm just saying. Because when y'all did that little interview, I was like, that feels like a very familiar energy. And y'all know I dated women for 4 years. So I'm just saying, I think it's time we all live in our truth in 2025. Diddy, you and Jay-Z especially, Jay-Z and Mr. Cohen, lay your head on my pillow, looking ass, one in the pink, one in the stank. Y'all just, where's the homies over hoes? I need to bring that up. Y'all bear with me a second. I got a lot of tabs open. Because when I edited and uploaded that reel, and shout out to all the views. It's already almost had 1,000 views. Shout out to all the views on the short that I edited. I told y'all on the last live that I was going to find that video, and I found it with a T on the end, okay? I found it, okay? And I edited it and added, little extra funny things in there. Sir, the streets is talking, Diddy. They say you and Aaron Hall was allegedly a couple. That's why, you know how on the documentary where Aaron Hall said out of his own, wait, because it's been a long day. Not Aaron Hall. Get the names right. Let me get my notes, because it's truly been a long day and I'm tired. Because I did that on the last one. I said the wrong name, but Aaron Hall is involved in it. Andre, not Aaron. When Andre said that he got that $1 million home and Diddy mysteriously had a fight with his mom and came to him and said he couldn't go home and he had to move in with him, he said Diddy moved in before I did. I knew right then and there, oh, they must have been, yeah. That's that homies over hoes shit. And shout out to Cat Williams, because I came across a pimp named Slickback Boondocks Reel on Instagram, and I'm going to edit that into a short. It's going to be hilarious. Because it's the part where he's talking to Riley about homies over hoes, and he's like, I don't do shit for the homies unless the homie finna take that stroll and get that money. But it's some real shit. Like, it's sad to me that back in the 90s, men couldn't live in their truth. They are so obviously. Look, Jonathan Hay called Biggie the greatest bisexual rapper of all time. I really do believe that. After seeing this video and feeling the energy and the frequency that I feel with the gifts that I have, that energy was given the same as that picture of Leor lovingly laying his head. Let me pull that up. Leor Cohen and Jay-Z. Because y'all be getting with all these, as y'all call them, bad bitches. They just beards. Just live in your truth that you actually like men. It's really okay to just live in your truth. Because we see you in that glass closet, every one of y'all. Ain't none of y'all hiding. And I think it's funny that every time I bring this up, StreamYard mysteriously starts tripping and having issues. At the end of the day, this shit is so real. With these men really thinking that they can get with women. And suddenly, you know, they get with women. Suddenly, they're, you know, I'm not gay because I have this media relationship with all these women. And at the end of the day, it's written all over your face. What y'all secret lovers looking ass. Homies over hoes looking ass. Every one of these people are going to get their justice in the worst way. And when I say in the worst way, Diddy, I mean in the worst way for you. You and Jay-Z. And Clive. Apparently Clive is threatening to sue Netflix. Everybody in their feelings now. Clive and his feelings. You know, people trying to come for 50 Cent. 50 knew what he was doing when he did what he did. He didn't give a shit. When I look at this picture, it's definitely giving secret lover. That's what they are. Try so hard to hide the way they feel. Y'all not hiding very well. You're not hiding very well, sirs. Y'all are in these glass closets. These are my confessions looking asses. Live in your truth. That's all I'm saying. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, trying to be down low requires so much more energy than if you just live in your truth. You know? That's my opinion about it, at least. And like I said, every time I bring up Leor Cohen and Jay-Z, suddenly StreamYard starts tripping on the audio and disconnects the camera, and then it kicks me out the studio, and I come right back and keep talking about exactly what I've been talking about. I truly feel for every person in this documentary, especially Joy and Aubrey. Kalina is completely, I mean, this bitch is rolling. I don't know what dimension she's on. but she's not in this one. And the way she depicts Kim is the way, you know, because people be talking. A lot of people said Kim was not innocent. She was a thug. She was a fighter. Like, she wasn't with the shits. But then she also played her role. And here's my thing. For those that keep trying to victim blame all the women, the more I watch this stuff, what I see are people who literally played roles. Because either they were incentivized with money, a lifestyle, protection, status. Like the people that told old girl they didn't want to help her, Joy, they don't want to help her because then they can't get into the parties. Why would you want to get in a party with a man who a lot of y'all said y'all witnessed be abusive and rape people? Here's what I can't understand. Even if you were afraid to do something, why still go? Was it out of fear that he would try to come for you? Or was it one of those what's understood don't need to be said, don't need to be spoken? Because in the lifestyle, that's what it is. Y'all know I'm open about that part of my past when I was, you know, into the mansion parties and BDSM and all of that shit. Diddy is literally the very definition of a sadistic dom. The ones that go too far, that don't respect safety words. That when a girl tells you she wants to be choked to asphyxiation, you actually go too far and then she doesn't come back from that. That's why he's in prison. He's a sadist, literally. He gets off on degradation. See, when I was in the BDSM lifestyle, when you go through what's called training sessions where you go and you witness doms dominate their slaves, their beta slaves, their subs. Some people like to be caged. Some people like to be bonded. Some people like to be flogged. Some people like their, you know, balls punched and stomped on. Some people like pain that makes them bleed. People like being bruised. People are into shit. Some people like knife play. That world goes very far. Which is why you should only engage in kink with people that you know and trust. When I look at Cassie, what it looks to me like is very much just like with Rihanna, with Jay-Z. A young girl that was groomed, that was love bombed, given a lifestyle that every girl her age wanted. She knew she was a side bitch. She knew that Kim was the wife. Kim knew she was a side bitch. Again, they played their roles. They played their roles. But there's a difference between a woman choosing to be a wife to a man that she knows is cheating and a girl who is groomed, who she went to him at 19, just like I went to that fucking cult when I was 19 that called itself a church. People kept saying, how could you be in that? Well, when you're raised in that environment, you don't know that shit is wrong. That's kind of what I see with Cassie. Like, this was just what was expected, what you have to put up with. Well, this is a lifestyle, so I have to do this. When they detailed how, the male prostitute detailed how Diddy would fly him out for him to have sex with her, and she would be the one to put the oil on him and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, she was with the shits. To a certain extent, she had to be. If you was putting the oil and telling him that it's not enough, if that really is true, Cassie, you ain't... See, this is what I keep saying. Everybody that's talking, I keep saying these motherfuckers are not completely innocent. The same way I feel like Jaguar was right there with them, helping them recruit them girls, allegedly. Helping them to move them girls, allegedly, what she was accused of in the Parham versus Combs hearing. It's like everybody want to pretend now like, oh, I'm innocent. Oh, I saw all this shit happen and didn't do a goddamn thing to stop it. That's my issue with all of y'all, equally. Not one person, all of y'all. Everybody on this documentary talking now, I'll be sure your motherfucking ass too. Why didn't y'all stop it? Was he going to kill you? Was it truly that serious? Or were people being incentivized and that's why they didn't do shit? This is truly at the heart of my investigation. I don't care who's in their feelings. I'm investigating all of y'all, everybody involved. Every so-called celebrity that then came to my channel, I'm investigating all of y'all. Because something in the milk ain't clean with a lot of y'all stories. I 1000% believe Diddy was physically and sexually abusive, not only to Cassie, but to hundreds of people. That's my opinion, based on what I am seeing in research. He is a sadist. He has a pattern of sadistic behavior. What he is doing is common in the BDSM world when you are a sadist that's allowed to go too far, because you got dirt on people in high places. You know, Ephesians 6:12, spiritual wickedness in high places, that does involve these sexual, satanic, ritualistic cults and parties and groups. I came across a video on Orlando Brown's IG page about a preacher who was a former Satanist high priest. And do you know that he said the requirement to become a Satanist high priest is you have to be a Catholic priest? I'm going to edit that and post that, probably by tomorrow. Not surprising given the research I've done about pedophilia and pedestry, which is the actual original definition of homosexuality, which was a common practice. Let me actually show that, because y'all know I'm about receipts. Common practice in Rome and Greece. The Vatican's in Rome. The Catholic Church has always been accused of allegedly popes and preachers sexually assaulting altar boys. We wonder why all these things happen in Hollywood and the music industry, because all of this is a part of the same satanic system and agenda. It's quite disgusting. It's actually quite disgusting that this seems to be so known and so allowed. I've wondered since I was a child, why are pedophiles allowed to be around children at family events and churches, but they teach homophobia when they don't even know the true definition of homosexuality, which the definition is pedestry, which means pedophilia. The reason that they made homosexuality in terms of same-sex consensual between two men or two women, the reason that the Catholic Church made that such a thing was to distract from what they were doing, because they knew that pedestry is the actual definition of homosexuality. Again, it was widely accepted in Rome, in Greece, for an adult man to have a sexual relationship with a boy. I've been telling y'all for years, in fact for decades on Facebook, before I ever had a YouTube channel, that this entire system is built on a foundation of Luciferianism and Satanism, including all of your religions, especially Christianity, which was started by a Roman emperor in Rome. Constantine, a pagan, and a Freemason. This particular preacher on Instagram also talked about Freemasons. He said you had to be a Freemason and you had to be a Catholic priest. That was a requirement in order to become a Satanist high priest. And we just discovered on the last live all the satanic temples in Austin and Houston, and how Dallas, Fort Worth were at the top again, where Diddy and Jaguar and all them was doing them fucking parties. Everybody kept wondering, why were they trying so hard to get me to move there? The guy that I was dealing with when I was single exploring the BDSM world, he was a daddy dom I was a dom switch. And he wanted us to have a dynamic where I'm a female dom, he's a male dom, and we go and co-train and, you know, have our subs and all this stuff. He kept trying so hard to get me to move to Dallas, and I'm like, I am not moving there. Because I visited Dallas. Dallas is cool, but I don't care for the energy in Dallas. I just don't. I don't like the way people are. But I realize now what that really truly was about. All of these people were connected. Even the fact that him and I parted ways after he started becoming real disrespectful a couple of years ago, even the way that happened and the information that was brought to me after that happened, I fully understood why that happened. See, people have taken my spiritual gifts lightly, except for those who have actually booked consultations with me, or those of you guys who I've channeled during lives. If something tells me about a person that something ain't right, something ain't right. If I would have moved to Dallas, there's no telling where I would be. I probably would have ended up in a damn shipping container. Because I told you how Jaguar offered me that damn safe house earlier this year and then got mad when I didn't want to accept it. After telling me I would be in a house full of mercenaries and a female, and they going to take my phone, and I can't talk to nobody. I can't order nothing for delivery. They'll feed me. You know, you'll be protected. Bitch. That's what scouts do. Scouts recruit women. And the next thing you know, they come up missing. And ain't nobody heard from them. There's a reason that my research is so personal. 'Cause you got me fucked up. You really thought I was naive as shit and I was gonna fall for that bullshit. And you got mad when you failed the mission. Then you wonder why I'm investigating you now. 'Cause everything you said to me on the phone, Mr. Pelletier said in the docket. According to the docket. Now, I'm going to say allegedly for the sake of YouTube. But according to the docket, the very things you said to me over the phone about the so-called safe house were the very same things he said to other women, according to that. So the very same way I intensely supported you when I thought you were a truth teller, I support the victims. And your son spilled a lot of tea about you as well. You motherfucking right. I'm going to continue to watch every video that Sam has done. And I don't even fuck with Tasha K. I really don't. I don't care for her frequency nor her energy. But that interview was very, very insightful and educational. Because your own son called you a profane prostitute. And said that you were used as a sacrifice. And that allegedly, you even allegedly spilled the blood of some of your relatives. Now, given the shit that we all heard you say on that voice recording, the Goomba, I can 1000% believe Sam. Because you detailed how you better hope they don't rape her and, you know, what the fuck? That's just like when Ray J was on the Breakfast Club threatening for Fab to get raped. Talking about, and I know niggas that like niggas that rape niggas. Nigga, why are you friends with rapists, Rayford? That's why your ass is in jail. I know you bailed out, but you know you going back. Those are criminal felony charges. You put a gun out on your baby mama in front of your kids. Nigga, go to rehab yesterday. Because your children are going to be severely traumatized. I'm praying for your kids. No bullshit. It really breaks my heart to see you acting like that in front of your little kids. You ain't even thinking about all the years of therapy they're about to have to go through. Especially the baby girl. Because she the oldest. She done seen everything. That video where he was grooming her, talking about, and you didn't see daddy hit mommy, did you? And she's crying and screaming and saying no. I'm like, how do you do that to your kid, bro? This is why healing is so important before you start a family with somebody. You be thinking the motherfuckers one way, then you marry them and find out they ain't even who the fuck they are, and now you got kids with this motherfucker. Shit. I swear to God. When I see shit like that, it's like, bruh. I'm so glad that I never rushed into marriage with nobody, because even Sam, I look at Sam, he's a brilliant, highly intelligent young man full of trauma. Because your mama refuses to do the work to heal. You've been channeling me. And I understand that you missed the healing that you got on this channel. This channel, when it comes to healing, that's available for everybody. But when it comes to reconnecting with anybody that ever hurt, offended, slandered, defamed, tried to break me, you know, lied. No, I'm a real Scorpio. And when I say fuck you for life, I mean that shit. It doesn't mean there's any resentment, hatred, bitterness. It just means I will never fuck with you again. But I do hope you heal. It's a lot of people I had to release in that way. People take your kindness for weakness. You know, when you're a spiritualist and you're a healer and you pray for them and you go into spiritual warfare, you know, they tend to think you're weak. It takes a lot of strength to rise above bullshit and just walk away, knowing fully that my ancestors have already handled all of y'all asses. And some of y'all, I keep telling y'all, I keep seeing these funerals. It's unfortunate when people do pass away, but that's the circle of earth life. And I have no control over what my ancestors choose to serve you. But Murph is not going to be the only person, unfortunately. There's 2 that's about to happen swiftly. 3 funerals total, but 2 are getting ready to happen swiftly. You should get your soul right. Telephone is so dirty. He wants to give you directions home. It won't be too long. Said it won't be too long. I've been feeling the angel of death since I was 8. I've seen funerals since I was 8, and people have always died. Either within 48 hours, a week, 2 weeks, a month. Terrifying as a child. I didn't understand it at all. I saw my grandma's funeral. I touched her dead body. It felt real. I thought she died for real. I woke up screaming. A week later, she died. Went to the funeral, touched her dead body. It was exactly how I saw in my dream. People need to understand this is spiritual warfare. What Diddy has done is spiritual warfare. And if it is true, Mr. Carter and Mr. Combs, that you guys do watch this channel, do understand it's the Most High God doing all of this in the angelic order. We have free will. You can sell your soul to whatever God you want. You can worship Baphomet, you can worship Lucifer, Aleister Crowley, whoever, whatever, Moloch, Shiva. But when it's all said and done, you are fallible. You will die, and your soul will spend eternity somewhere. And hell is not what y'all think. Now, Satanists believe that hell is a party. Well, it is to a certain extent for people who are, evil. But it is a place of torment. The fire is ice. It's actual blue ice fire. Now, what they teach in church, fire, brimstone, you need to come to church because you're going to hell. All of that's bullshit. I've been to heaven. I've seen the Great Gulf Fix. I've seen hell. I've seen the levels. I've seen more than what's in Dante's Inferno. Way more than that. When it comes down to it, we're given free will for a reason. If you're a starseed, you reincarnate to come back to fulfill a divine purpose. Which means you've lived before. You've had lives before. Your Akashic records, all of that. I just discussed that in the consultation I was in last night. That's why I had to postpone it to tonight, because my number one priority is helping people heal. So when a person books a consultation they want to extend, I'm going to fulfill that until they are ready to stop. But we discussed that. My purpose on earth is not to be popular or liked. I signed a contract in heaven. I have a duty to fulfill. I have a mission to complete. I really don't give a shit what anybody on this planet thinks about me, because I know exactly what I experience, and none of you can take that away from me. Religion, all of them, have a foundation in Freemasonry, who pledged to Lucifer during initiation. This is why spirituality is what the angelic order actually ordained, which is knowing that God is within you and is a frequency. When Orlando Brown said on his Instagram that his foundation is the Bible, and that he feels like, the guy said, so do you worship Christ? He said, I am Christ. The guy said, that's blasphemy. He said, no, it's not. It's not. Christ is a frequency, not a man. When you tap into the frequency of Christ, you become Christ walking the earth. Why can't they see this? Because they're not woke. They're not awakened yet. The dead in Christ, they're still asleep. Religion is meant to keep you controlled. Keep you in that herd mentality. Sheep. Follow the leader. Follow the pastor. Follow this religion. Be a part of us. Never ordained by God or the angelic order in heaven. Definitely ordained in the Church of Satan. So all of these acts that Diddy's been accused of, the things that Jay-Z's being accused of, even the things that Beyonce has been accused of, Drake, Brandy. I have so many mixed emotions about Brandy because of the symbolism right before Whitney died and right after she died, when her and Monica came together on the video that I tried to show, but then they took down my video because of it. It's After the Boy Is Mine, but it's the collaboration Brandy and Monica did, and they flashed Whitney's picture and then her face on a t-shirt, almost confirming the sacrifice. And that's what was even being said on, I remember that being said on MTV underground shows. For those of y'all that are as seasoned as me, and if y'all was into music like I'm into music, you remember the Yo MTV raps, you remember the MTV shows, the behind the scenes shows, all the underground people that would always be talking about blood sacrifice and the Illuminati in the music industry. I remember seeing this shit as a teenage girl in like 94, 95. And I'm like, yo, that's when I started really like researching that. Because they was talking about Aaliyah. And Aaliyah was my favorite artist. Like, I took it personal when she died. It hurt my soul. And I had to know, like, what really happened to her. Even then, I knew it was bullshit. I'm like, man, I don't believe that story. They showing this girl lifeless body being put on a plane. She didn't even walk to get on the plane. Thank God AI wasn't created back then. They would have used AI to say, oh, no, she walked on the plane. Nah, we saw y'all lift her limp body and carry it onto a plane that crashed, bro. And everybody kept saying to me then, man, nah, you going too deep. I'm like, bro, look at the footage. I wasn't even an editor then. And I was slowing, shit, I should have known then I was going to be one. I was slowing down the footage like, nah, man, they putting her body on a plane, man. Like, that's fucked up. That means they drugged that girl. And the male prostitute on the documentary on part 2 said that Cassie and Diddy told him that the baby oil had GHB in it. It's like, yeah, it has G in it. So now I'm looking at Cassie different. It's giving Mary J. Blige energy. You know, they said Mary was the main madam, allegedly. Her and Carisha pimping bitches and, you know, locking dudes up and punching them in their balls and shit, allegedly. Pegging men. I've pegged. I ain't gonna lie. Pegging is fun. You know, if you're into certain kink. But fun, not like, you know, hurting the person. Well, to each their own. I'll just put it that way. What I'm saying is I could see Mary and Carisha strapping even Diddy. Just like how Jocelyn says she strapped Stevie J. He was so mad when she said that shit. I was like, God damn. Jocelyn is a good example of an unhealed Scorpio, because an unhealed Scorpio, that's some low vibrational Scorpio shit. Like, she just put him on smooth blast. She was like, and you know you liked it when I fucked you in that. I was like, oh my God. Now she told the whole world on the show. And here's my thing. The male prostate is the clitoris. So, I mean, men like an ass play. That doesn't mean that you're gay. Gay means you're attracted to the same sex. Even if you like getting head from a dude, you're gay, bro. If you like for a man to penetrate you, you're gay. Or you might be bi. But just accept who you are. The thing I can't respect are down low men. I don't have no respect for men that are down low, that marry women as beards and create these fake ass families, because you're traumatizing that woman and them children. Because you want to be selfish because you a coward. Instead of you just living in your truth, y'all doing suspect ass videos and shit. And then when people point out the behavior, it's, oh, y'all always want to call a black man gay. No, when you, Riley stupid ass said, he said, it's not bullying. I said, I called out gay because I saw gay. It's an observation. It's the truth. Plus, I'm bisexual. My gaydar is always on point. And I'm an empath, clairvoyant, psychic. So, I mean, you can't hide energy at all. This shit, I'm about to show y'all. This shit with Diddy and Puff, or with Puff, Diddy and Puff, with Biggie and Puff is hella suspect. And as soon as I seen this, I thought about Jonathan A. calling Biggie the greatest bisexual rapper of all time. What I see on this video is two men in love who could not live in their truth. And I think for a brief moment, they might have forgot that they're on camera. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Big looks like he might be on GHB or Special K. I think Diddy allegedly has been doing that shit for a long time. And Kalina, she said that they was working together. Purple cocaine, pink cocaine, Tucci. pills, all the typical shit that you see at a mansion party. You don't have to partake. But most people at least do the pills. I know back when I was about that life, that's when I got into pills. Until that shit almost stopped my heart, and then I flushed them hoes and never fucked with it again. Because I for real thought I was dying. That was the only time in my life where I really thought I was dying for real. I didn't know what I was doing. That was the first chick I had ever dealt with. And it's just the influence of the environment. You know, everybody's taking one. Oh, take one. It's going to make you feel loose, whatever. And not going to lie, I do understand why people take it. Because it does. It gives you extended stamina. It gives you a lot of energy. But when you are coming down off of that is when you have the anger, the mood swings, the rage fits. Definitely, you know, it causes a lot of side effects. And when I found out, like after that happened to me where my heart almost stopped or did stop temporarily, and I researched it, I found out there is so much shit in them pills that if people knew what was in them, some of that shit has rat poison in it. A lot of it has bleach. Like, it's like people don't even understand what they're actually putting in their body. Just because it gives you this temporary euphoric effect. And it gives you, you know, this zen feeling and you get all this energy. And it's like, bro, that shit it fucks you up. And, my thing is this, I don't judge what nobody does, to each, you know, their own. But for me, when that shit fucked with my heart the way it did, I was like, never again. And I guess because I wasn't a person that ever really got into that. I mean, all I ever did was smoke and, you know, do edibles. It wasn't hard. It was like, I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't ever want to feel like I'm dying. Like, it's not even worth it. And really, I don't physically need it. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a tantric Scorpio. Like, I don't need that shit. I naturally can go for hours. So I just really, when I think about that and I look at like Cassie, I remember when Jaguar talked about that, when she said how, you know, when she would go to the parties in the room, they slide the tray. That shit is real. They do. Every room you go in, they slide the tray. You take off what, you know, you want and you leave what you don't want. But everybody knows that's what's understood, doesn't need to be spoken, and nobody says anything because the people that are there all have something to lose. Even locally, we're talking professional athletes, actors, actresses, music artists, business owners, politicians. You never know who you're going to see at one of those parties. And you never know who is going to try to get you to leave the party with them. So it's a lifestyle that when you go into it, you know that there's certain risks associated with it. But for the most part, you also know that you go with people who theoretically are going to protect you. Like when I was at a party, there was this African dude that was circulating, you know, all the rooms, and like none of the women were into him because he just gave insecure, and he wasn't attractive either, and he gave aggressive, and he literally tried to get aggressive with me in a corner. And I remember I was like, I know this motherfucker doesn't think he's about to force shit. I kicked him and dead in his shit so quick. And I swung on him because I was like, bruh, I told you no. Like, I've been raped. Like that PTSD, fight or flight, that night it was fight. Oh no, I know you don't think you about to force me to do shit, because I will, no, not at all. And I had called my homegirl and her homeboy that brought me there, and they came in the room and stopped the whole party. And security, they roughed him up real good. They banned him from the whole everything. Like he couldn't ever go to any other event, party, none of that shit. And I was so glad that I spoke up and did that, because I found out after all of that happened, that he had actually been raping women at other people's parties, which is why he kept getting kicked out of people's parties, and he just so happened to like end up at that one. So that raping shit is very common in spaces where it's allowed. It's very common. And that's why when a victim does speak up, I'm more prone to believe them than the accuser. Because, yeah, there are people that lie about it. I'm not going to say there ain't. But most people don't understand how hard it is like speaking about and reliving that trauma. The strength that it takes to do that. When I watched Joy Dickerson recount her experience of sexual abuse and the tears, and I felt her heart breaking, that's the worst feeling, is being a woman and knowing what that feels like after a person has raped you. And to see that person get away and just go off and live their best life. Just like how Natanya said her trauma after she got shot in the face and then had to just watch this man live his best life. And now he's in prison arguing about Christmas food, trying to get a steak for Christmas. Sir, that's about to be the least of your worries, because shit's about to get real shit's about to get real. Because this motherfucker's in there that really hates you, Diddy. See, what he doesn't understand is that there are so many people coming forward. Some of these people have people that are locked up that he's violated. I have seen this man's funeral and death 3 times. And all 3 times, it's the same, him getting shanked to death. I've seen that in the 5D 3 times. Live by the sword, die by the sword. They say he got away with the New York shooting. He got away with City College stampede. He got away with, Pac and Biggie's. He just felt like he was invincible. Every time there was always somebody that just made it quietly go away. You're not getting away anymore. And the very people that have been protecting you, Diddy, are also about to die. Because I've seen their funerals. I've seen their coffins. I've seen their age when they die. You're not bigger than God. I don't care what and who you sold your soul to. Those gods are not bigger than the Most High God and the angelic order. There is an angelic order that all of you have to answer to, in life and in death. And they create the balance. And they weigh your actions. It is a real scale in heaven. I've seen it. It's just very celestial. So I don't care about the spiritual wickedness in high places. I don't care about your satanic connections. I don't care about what protections you received allegedly from Clive Davis. All of these people are getting ready to punch their clock spiritually. These victims will get their justice. All of y'all are going to jail. Jay-Z, Beyonce, J-Lo, Ray J, Brandy, even Monica, Ashton, Mila, Drake, Will and Jada, for damn sure Ellen, and Oprah Winfrey, Russell Simmons, Kamora Simmons. All of y'all are getting locked up. And some of y'all are punching the clock. That's some of y'all's penalty. See, what's going on right now in spirit, like in terms of the spiritual warfare, truly the shaft and the wheat are being separated. The chosen from the false prophets, false preachers, false fake ass motherfuckers pretending like they're whistleblowers that were a part of the shit. Fake ass people pretending that they spiritual, knowing damn well behind closed doors y'all do satanic worship and all types of Wiccan and dark witchcraft and shit. All of this. When I said y'all covens are gonna burn, I meant that. The angel of death is about to sweep through here in such a way. None of you have any excuse because you made a choice. Again, free will. You made a choice to align with those energies and those frequencies and those deities. And you were warned over and over by the angelic order not to. And you went against the Most High God. Therefore, the wages of sin is death. So some people, yeah, they'll get locked up, and some people are going to die. And some people are going to die in jail. According to what I've seen in the 5D. Now is the time to truly choose. Are you going to align with the Most High? Or are you going to align with these low vibrationals? Because aligning with them means you're losing your soul. They're going to use you, and then they're going to take your soul. So you might, what does it say it was the profit of man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You might get hundreds of millions of dollars, Diddy, but where's your money at now, nigga? While you sitting up in jail and your kids is trying to figure out how they gonna survive financially without you. And why the fuck was Justin at your freak-offs? Please make that make sense. That's your motherfucking son. That's some nasty ass shit. According to the male prostitute, you had Justin at these goddamn parties? Your firstborn? That's nasty as hell, nigga. The fuck? Like, I'm really trying to wonder, what the hell did Janice do to you? I'm serious. What did she do to you? Because if you think that shit is normal, what that's telling me is she must have done that with you for you to think that that's normal. When your homeboys are giving their account about growing up with you and how your mom had a stage in her home and that there were men there that could be called pimps and that there were women that could be called prostitutes and there were parties. Now we see where Diddy got the foundation for the white parties and the freak-offs and the music and the kids dancing. Because that's what he did according to his homeboy. And you seeing people at your mom's house just getting it in. They doing orgies and shit. So, of course, you grow up to repeat the same thing. How many times have I told y'all that this man's a monster? It's because of her. Because he didn't know his daddy. He only knew her. And they all said that she was everything to him. Probably because they had a sexual relationship, allegedly. I mean, I showed y'all these motherfuckers kissing on the goddamn lips. And she had the white nails. Just like Cassie said in her hearing. How Diddy made her paint her nails white and made her jack the dudes off while he recorded. Any man that likes seeing another man get his dick stroked is gay as hell. You should have just started living in your truth. Especially when you allegedly started grabbing them mankos for Clive Davis. Family, don't forget to hit the like. Hit the like, hit the like. For those that would like to support the channel, I do not use super chats nor super stickers. Feel free to drop a blessing in the Cash App, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Shout out to everybody who's been signing the petition. Thank you. We are at almost 800 signatures. Please continue to sign and share the petition. Now, hold up. I want to get that comment off the screen. Hold on. And then good to see you, Cody. Thank you, fam, for tuning in. Hold on, because I'm using this touch screen. It's doing other things. Okay, no. Let me see. Supposedly that Mario guy that shot the CEO of the insurance company is in there with him, and he is taking popularity from Diddy and Waka. I don't know who that is, to be honest. Neptune, good to see you. I saw Natanya Rubin on Cynthia G's channel. Who's Cynthia G? And she sort of interviewed her. I don't know who Cynthia G is. That name sounds familiar though. Is that one of them people Jaguar used to always be talking shit about? That name sounds very familiar. Okay, why is the mouse being extra retarded right now? There's supposed to be a bunch of horrific, I'm about to show y'all this video. You said horrific evidence of Satanism in the vaults. Oh, baby, that's been going on for decades. I'm going to do a whole live on that the week of Christmas. Exactly the time y'all need to be learning about that shit. Right before that damn pagan-ass holiday. Based on, y'all do know that Santa Claus is Satan Claus for real. I'm going to show y'all that too. Yeah, that's not surprising at all. They do a lot of rituals in the tunnels, that labyrinth that's in the basement of the Vatican, allegedly. That's actually why the Olympian Games started in Greece, was to find the best fit boys that had plenty of stamina. So pretty much sodomy. Exactly. And with that being said, let me show y'all. Because y'all know I don't tell you nothing on this channel without showing you. Especially because I celebrate the LGBTQIA community because I'm part of it. And I'm openly bisexual. I noticed some people had unsubscribed. I told y'all from jump, if you're homophobic, don't come here. This is not the channel for you at all. Hold on. You know what? I think I have it in my email. Hold on. Because it was a particular article that broke it down. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, pedestry in ancient Greece. Hold on, I'm going to share screen. I need to close a couple of these tabs. Okay, so pedestry in ancient Greece was a socially acknowledged relationship between an older male and a younger male, usually in his teens. All these pop-ups are quite annoying. Beat it. Oh my god, I don't care about your fucking donations. It's annoying. They said some scholars locate its origin in initiation ritual, particularly rites of passage of creed, where it was associated with entrance into military life and the religion of Zeus. Hey, Zeus. Jesus. Hey, Zeus. I've been trying to tell y'all this for years. Yeshua was the true Christ. The Roman whitewash pagan version they named Jesus, aka Jesus. So if you say you believe in Jesus Christ, please understand the actual title is Yeshua and not Jesus. Because you are worshiping this fucking false god when you do that. It said it has no formal existence in the Homeric epics and may have developed in the 7th century as an aspect of Greek homosocial culture, which was characterized also by athletic and artistic nudity, delayed marriage for aristocrats, symposia, and the social seclusion of women. Pedestry was both idealized and criticized in ancient literature and philosophy. The argument has recently been made that pedestry was idealized in archaic period. Criticism began in Athens as part of the general classical Athenian reassessment of archaic culture. Now, what I want to get to... This is so creepy. This says, the Greek practice of pederasty came suddenly into prominence at the end of the archaic period of Greek history. It says there's a brass plaque from Crete about 650 to 625 BC, which is the oldest surviving representation of pederastic custom. So again, this was a normal thing in Greece. Cretan pederasty as a social institution seems to have been grounded in an initiation which involved abduction. A man selected a youth, enlisted the chosen one's friend to help him, and carried off the object of his affections to his adrenaline, a sort of men's club or meeting hall. Oh my God, this sounds like the Shriners. The youth received gifts, love bombing, and the phileter, along with the friends, went away with him for 2 months into the countryside, out in the country, where they hunted and feasted. At the end of this time, the phileter presented the youth with 3 contractually required gifts: military attire, an ox, and a drinking cup. This is fucking disgusting. Love bombing a teenage boy just so you can sodomize him is the reason so many children have been taken advantage of by grown men and grown women, and they make them feel like it's love by giving them gifts, and it's disgusting. Pederasty has been understood as educative, and Greek authors from Aristophanes to Pindar felt it naturally present in the context of aristocratic so again, this seemed to just be a common practice. Like, this was normal. This seemed to be normal in Greece. Now, transgressions of the customs pertaining to the proper expression of homosexuality. So again, I keep trying to tell y'all that the term homosexual comes from pederasty, which is an adult male having a sexual relationship with a boy or teenage boy. So I need y'all to stop targeting consenting adults who have consensual sex and say that it's wrong because it's homosexuality, when homosexuality is fucking pedophilia, which is pederasty. Before you keep judging, educate yourself. It's quite annoying. All the damn homophobes, and then you don't even fucking know what it actually means. Good to see you, Andrew. Thank you so much for tuning in. Motrin, I low-key want to put that on one of the things on my bucket list, to go to a sex party. Do you have any advice, D? My advice is don't go at all, especially with all the abducting shit that's going on now. I don't recommend anybody explore that lifestyle whatsoever. I really don't. I did that shit 13 years ago. And I now see how much danger I could have gotten involved in unknowingly if I would have continued in it. That's why my recommendation is, if you want to explore some freaky shit, I say build your own community, like explore with people you already know and trust, if they're open to it. But going to an actual like mansion party, oh, I don't recommend that at all. At all. I just don't, especially out here. Really anywhere, but especially in Texas, I definitely don't recommend it. It's way too dangerous now with all the shit that's going on with people being abducted. And what also kills me is how uncomfortable people get when I start speaking on pedophilia. But y'all are not uncomfortable when you be in the comments on Instagram bashing gay people. Probably because some of y'all got pedophiles in your family that you accept. Knowing damn well them people is hurting kids and ain't doing shit to stop it. Okay, I want to show y'all this. See, in Rome, it was the same thing. It's interesting how they call it a cult of virility. And it says, pedestry between males in Rome were relationships that condoned a Roman man taking an active dominant role and a passive younger male partner who was a boy. Acceptable male partners were slaves and former slaves, prostitutes, and prostitutes and entertainers whose lifestyle placed them in the nebulous. So yeah, like this shit with these men getting with these young boys in Rome and Greece has been a known and accepted practice. And it also speaks about how the men would use corporal punishment and sexual abuse. So this whole thing about, again, these churches are ran by men who are Freemasons, who most of them are Satanists or to some degree Luciferian. And they sacrifice the victim through satanic sexual ritualistic abuse. And the more they sacrifice a victim, the more wealth and power they gain on earth. And spiritually, they move up in rank on that pyramid. So when I'm researching Diddy, for me, this is bigger than just the freak-offs and the cases and who's lying, who's telling the truth. This is truly exposing this full-on satanic agenda that they try to say, you know, oh, he was just an amateur porn star, director. He was just freaky. No, I've been to freaky parties. I've been to the swinger mansion parties. I've been to the BDSM training sessions and the BDSM orgies and all of that shit. Wasn't none of that bullshit going on. Not that I knew of. Wasn't nobody being raped. I didn't know if people were doing satanic rituals. I didn't know about it. You know, we was just all in a room doing some freaky shit. Or so I thought. When it comes to the shit that has been reported that allegedly went on at these parties, it's absolutely, by definition, satanic sexual rituals. And it's unfortunate that these accusations do involve children. That's also why this is very serious. It's because people keep trying to say, oh, y'all trying to lock him up for being a freak. Nah, bitch, I've done some freaky shit. I'm a damn Scorpio, and a tantric one at that. Freaky doesn't involve violence. Now, certain kink, like me, I like, you know, being choked and a little bit of pain here and there, but that's on some kinky shit. Not like people are full on abusing you, like Diddy stomping Cassie, stomping Misa. He fucked up every baby mama, every woman he was with. Kim, Misa, Cassie. Shit, for all we know, he might have put hands on damn Mary J, but Mary J looked like she, you know, she probably could take Diddy. But it's like the way they even showed like his upbringing with the parties that Janice did, and then always having him watch you know, thug movies and you know, watching all these pimps and shit. So it's like, it kind of makes sense why he became who he is. And it confirms what I have been saying since last year, that it had to be Janice that made him like this, because she's the only example he had growing up. I could see why they're trying to pull the documentary off of Netflix. And they said they reached out to Janice for comment about the accusations of her being abusive to him when he was younger, and she didn't respond. No response is a response. That says a lot. Because if you're innocent, this is my theory, critical thinking. If you are innocent, you're going to defend yourself and clear your name. You're not going to just avoid and ignore the shit. Oh, I'm going to just avoid it and it's going to go away. No, it's not. Because people like me, I'm going to investigate until I find the truth. Straight up. I fully believe she is responsible for Diddy being the way that he is. But ultimately, Diddy is responsible for being the way that he is. Because you're an adult, sir. Even if you went through trauma, it's your responsibility to get healing. I DM'd you that video. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a look at that. Thank you, family. While two consenting adults of the same sex are being persecuted because people do not want to accept the truth behind pedestry and separate it from homosexuality, but will turn a blind eye against abuse. Exactly. They will condemn homosexuality, or what they call homosexuality, which is two consenting adults of the same sex having a relationship. You condemn love, but you approve pedophilia? Why are so many pedophiles pastors? When I found out my former stepdad was a pedophile after I moved out of my home, I was like, oh, Lord, thank you for protecting me the whole time my mom was married to him. Because I found out he was not only a pedophile, he was a rapist. Again, God keeping me protected. Because my mom was married to him for like 12 years. Now, the shit he did with other people. Like, he did that shit. He fucked that 15-year-old girl and then was fucking the bitches at our church and stuff, you know, in front of their kids and just doing nasty shit. I didn't find out about any of this until I was like 23. Years after I left home. And I was like, my God. That was my stepfather that helped to raise me. Had a whole other life that we didn't have concrete evidence of, but my mom knew some shit was going on because she would take us with her in the middle of the night to go look for this nigga because he wouldn't be coming home. Also why I said for years I would never get married, because I'm like, the shit I seen growing up, I'm like, man, if that's marriage, I don't want it. If I gotta get up in the middle of the night and go find my husband, I don't need to be married to his ass. I will always be like, man, I don't know why my mom just don't be single. I'd rather be single than go through that shit. Then, of course, as I healed, I realized that marriage isn't like that. Not everybody's marriage. Definitely not my aunt and uncle. But it's like, I think about that. Was living with a whole pedophile rapist for years and didn't even know it. And it makes me wonder how many other young men and women have been raised by people like Diddy who put on a certain face. Because I looked at that. Everybody's like, man, Diddy put black people on the map. You know, he showed black people that we could have wealth and we could have freedom and he's for the culture. No, that's the mind fuck. The mind, just like with churches, the toxic ones, the cult ones, how they love bomb you. Yeah, that's what everybody said. Man, you know, he's getting all this wealth. He's making hundreds of millions of dollars. Of course, everybody wanted to get put on by him. Everybody wanted him to make them a star. And then he grew a God complex. And next thing you know, he's making motherfuckers walk to get cheesecake for him. From Brooklyn to Manhattan, like, bruh. That's that Luciferian shit. Lucifer tried to overthrow the angelic order. The story that they tell in the Bible is not actually accurate according to what they showed me in heaven. It wasn't so much that Lucifer tried to overthrow God. No one can overthrow God because God is a frequency. It's energy that is completely omnipotent and all-powerful. It cannot be overpowered. But Lucifer tried to overpower the angelic order and take over and tried to like rule over. That's why Lucifer was hurled out of heaven and a third of the angels left with him. And they all live here on this planet. Some do live in other realms, but most of them live here. That's why Earth was created. They were hurled out of heaven and they were thrown to this planet. So that is the natural order of things. People don't see the value in their soul. That's why it was so easy for them to sell it. The Satanists said that in order to become a Satanist high priestess, you also had to agree to sacrifice 7 people. Now, what I've heard from people who have gone through initiations is that they were told they had to sacrifice 5 relatives. So Diddy already sacrificed, allegedly, Kim Porter, allegedly. I feel like Janice is going to be his next sacrifice. Because a part of him hates her. Even though he loves her, he hates her for the abuse that he had to endure. And I feel like he's going to sacrifice 2 friends. And unfortunately, I do feel like he would even willingly sacrifice one of his children. And I feel that it's going to be one of his sons. And the son's going to be a willing sacrifice like Isaac and Jacob. And I think I know which son it's going to be. Remember on that video where Jaguar said that there's a part of her that has been so traumatized that she can look at a person and see them as parts, as body parts? Can you imagine the trauma that Diddy saw that can cause him to easily and very quickly disassociate and go into his full-on dark sadistic side that makes him feel empowered? The beauty and the danger of darkness is that it can empower you in the worst ways. And it can truly turn you into a very dark, treacherous being. I really feel the more I watch this stuff, I'm like, yeah, it's my opinion that Janice groomed Diddy to be who he is today. The fact that he only gave Kirk Burroughs 25% of Bad Boy when he was the co-founder of Bad Boy. He got the LLC for Bad Boy. That's just like Jaguar and ODZ. They made that cruelty-free artistry LLC. It would be like her giving him 25% and then giving 75% to Sam. Like, how do you give 75% of Bad Boy to Janice and only 25% to the man that actually helped you to co-found it? That's why I say I feel like Janice been grooming this motherfucker to get money for her. She was a hustler. She was wearing chinchilla at the father's funeral. She driving a brand new car, leaving Diddy and his homeboy in the car when they little boys, stopping by people's house and picking up money. You know what's up. Anybody from the hood knows what the fuck that is. So Janice is about money. And she supposedly was a madam pimp. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. They care about money. So that homies over hoes mentality. Diddy definitely got that shit. And I feel like he got that from her in them fucking movies that him and his homeboy used to, be told to watch. And that's the downside to TV is the brainwashing. Like, if you watch shit long enough, you're gonna become it. The fact that when Janice questioned Diddy after the city college stampede and they had, all that shit went viral, whatever. They said when she questioned him if he did the right thing going into the music industry, that was the moment where he called her a bitch and put hands on her. Now, he says that's his mama. We don't know if she actually is, but he says that she is. If she really is his mother, how do you raise your hand to your mama? And if your mama's a pimp and a hustler, how she ain't beat your ass to the white meat? Because black mamas, you ain't putting your hands on no black mama. She gonna beat your motherfucking ass. So that means this is just a theory. If Janice and Diddy were having an incestual sexual relationship, that's the only way I could see her allowing that boy to put his hands on her. Because it's a lot of people saying that now, that are alleged, sources close to him saying that him and Janice had a alleged sexual relationship. That makes sense. Then the kissing on the lips videos make sense. The weird fucking energy between them. She act like she's his bitch. You know what she acts like? She acts like a bottom bitch. Janice act like a bottom bitch sugar mama. That's what I feel every time she around him. And she be like, give mama some sugar. It feels like she's saying, yeah, go on and eat that pussy. It just feels like that. It feels gross. Feel like she been taking advantage of that boy probably ever since he was a teenager, because he probably reminded him of his dad. And a lot of that shit was going on, especially in the 70s and 80s. Mamas doing that shit to their sons. Because I got friends that then told me stories about that. About how their mom basically tried to live vicariously through them and tried to relive passionate moments that she had with their daddy, because she's fucked up. It don't just be men that be molesting kids. It be women too. I believe him and Janice got some shit going on. That's my opinion about it. And the fact when, I forget the guy's name, but the white dude that was interviewing her on that show, he asked her what did she do to support Diddy? Like, how was she able to afford everything they had? And she talked about how she, was a bartender and men thought she was exclusive, so they gave her big tips. No, it sounds like you was a hoe. You was working the after hours. Oh, you was hoeing, allegedly. And you was already into the Madam Pimp shit. You probably was hoeing and you was running girls through them. I mean, come on. We know what that is. Joy Dickerson talked about it, and then before that, she laughed. She said, yeah, Sean got a lot of beatings, but you don't want to answer the Netflix people when they ask you if you abuse them. But they showed the footage where she laughed about beating Sean. Again, we got to think about the mentality of a hustler, a pimp, a madam. I'm going to beat your ass and get money. That's that pimp shit. Every case, every accusation, every lawsuit, it's the same pattern. Diddy being accused of being abusive, being loving at first, then suddenly becoming abusive, jealous, insecure. He was jealous of Misa, beat her to the white meat. He was jealous of Cassie, beat her to the white meat. He was jealous of Kim, beat her to the white meat. Had Jonathan Hayes dressing in Biggie's clothes just so he could jack off and sexually assault him. Yeah, that's what a sadist, a sadistic motherfucker, that's what they do. Degradation. The more they degrade you, they break your spirit, they break your soul. That's part of the training that I be talking to y'all about, that BDSM training. That's part of it. If you want to become a dom, they literally make you go through training sessions to practice degradation with your slave or your sub. And your sub loves it because they're a masochist. So it's not like you're doing something bad. They want you to do the shit. They want you to dominate them because they get off on that. That's what it is when it's kink. When it's abuse, you do it to break a person's will so you can control them. It's funny. That's exactly what Jaguar attempted to do to me in February, and it didn't work. Because I already know the mind game. I've already explored that lifestyle. I know what it is. It's a very toxic way to manipulate and control a person. Now, when it's kink and it's fun, you know, you got a sub and they want to submit to you, that's one thing. But when you are sodomizing a person to essentially sexually abuse them into submission, you are by definition a sadist, and you deserve to not only be locked up, you actually deserve to be in somebody's mental institution, because you have taken things to such a dark place to where people are losing their lives. The fact that he said after that City College stampede, that was the moment I became famous from all those tragedies. He said it almost as if he was low-key proud. 9 people died and all you're talking about is you becoming famous? That's beyond narcissism. That's sadistic. 9 people lost their lives trying to see you in Heavy D. That's what made him feel like a god. That people were willing to rush a gymnasium just to get to a free basketball game, which was a fucking charity. How does a charity turn into a tragedy? Because it was probably a setup from jump, a satanic ritual. I 1000% believe all of these people participated in these rituals. And I'm going to find the truth. I'm going to dig until I find all of it. Where is the calendar? You know what? Let me pull it up in my email because I don't feel like scrolling through all of that. I'm wondering if Natanya Rubin didn't show up in the documentary because of the lawsuit, or if she didn't show up in the documentary because she's afraid. Because y'all remember them people broke into her house earlier this year. I still think that's weird. Like that was her moment to speak her truth. Why wasn't she on a documentary? Good to see you, George. Good to see you. I don't know when I'm going to do the watch party because I haven't confirmed if I'm allowed to do it on StreamYard yet. And I don't want to chance my StreamYard channel getting taken down. There was a new date. It was... Oh, hold on. Let me look at my notes because I made notes in my phone while I was watching it. I don't know why I said Aaron Hall. I meant to say Andre Harrell earlier. Because, yeah, he talked about how Diddy was the one that styled Jodeci in their clothes. It was Kirk Burrows that talked about witnessing Diddy beat Misa into the ground. And then he said a year or two later, Justin was born. And he was asked to be Justin's godfather. And he said he basically just put the incident that happened with Misa in the back of his mind as Diddy having a bad day. Then after that is when Diddy signed Biggie in 92 to Bad Boy Records, and Andre fired him. And he told him he could take he could take Biggie with him. And then after that, Kirk Burrows said that basically he got a meeting with Clive Davis because they needed a way to pay for the album. And they met Biggie at Sony Columbia, and then they met Clive at Arista Records. And basically, this is why I don't understand why Clive is even mad. It ain't like they said anything salacious about Clive. They just told the truth. Clive did put Diddy on. Clive is the reason Diddy became successful. And they basically said, you know, Clive And this is what Kirk Burroughs was saying, the co-founder. He's like, you know, they played a couple of Biggie's tracks. Biggie wanted to do the real raw thug shit. And Clyde basically said, yeah, I'm with that vision. And here's the thing, and I'm going to speak on this because I am black. The thing I never liked about the music industry are these wealthy white men capitalizing off the black community, degrading and killing one another. Because that West Coast, East Coast shit, we know what that meant. That was modern day Willie Lynch shit. Yeah, let's promote these niggas killing each other. Let's promote these niggas fighting one another. This gang shit. Let's promote the West Coast. I remember when that was like the viral thing before viral was even a thing. And I'm like, yo, why are all these motherfuckers fighting and killing each other for no reason? And then behind all of this is a wealthy white man. Just like in slavery times. Like, it's the same shit to me. And this would be the type of stuff I would be talking about on Facebook. My old Facebook page years ago. I seen this shit. And I'm like, I'm tired of this. You know, Leor Cohen, it was the same thing. Him coming in with his wealth with Def Jam. Like, it's always a wealthy white man behind the degradation of black on black crime and black on black just not supporting. It's literally Willie Lynch playing out past the 400 years. And this is the reason where I come from. Being the home of Malcolm X, we celebrate melanin excellence and we celebrate supporting one another. Because that agenda has been in the works to get us to destroy ourselves, and it's been working. And it's crazy. Like, me looking back on teenage me that was researching all this, and then all of this coming out in this documentary, bro. Y'all don't understand how much it's confirming the shit I was saying years ago. Like in 2011, 2012, I was saying this shit on Facebook. And it was people that, you know, was woke like me that understood, and then it was people that would get in their feelings and be mad about it. Well, shit, the truth is the truth, and if I can see it and you can't, that's on you. You don't want need to wake up. Because those of us that's what we know what it is, we see this shit for what it is, and that's also why I never joined the industry. I've been singing my whole life. I was gonna be in the gospel industry until I started meeting gospel artists and realizing that they were more corrupt than the motherfuckers in the street, especially Kirk Franklin. Hezekiah Walker too. Could not stand his motherfucking ass every time he came to a convention. He was a pervert too. And he was a pervert with both females and males. Both of them was perverted as hell. And Kirk said the reason Diddy gave Janice 75%, a big part of it was because he never wanted nothing in his name after this city college stampede happened, because people were filing so many lawsuits against him. That's the real reason. Even to this day, all of his mansions, all of his assets are in Janice's name, because he never ever wanted. He's like, I didn't want to have nothing for people to come for. Still just thinking about himself, not even thinking about the families of the people that lost people in the stampede. Another thing that I thought was hella suspect, Kalina saying Kim had a fuck you bitch mentality. Aubrey saying that once you're his, there's a process of grooming that basically he puts you through to make you perfect for what he wants. At the 55 mark on part 1, Biggie says in the interview, he's in the interview, it's him and Pac. And you could see like Pac's admiration for him in this part of the documentary. He's like that kid looking up to his big brother type energy. But I'm still wondering, did Pac and Biggie have a romantic relationship? Because I definitely can tell that Biggie and Diddy did, allegedly. That's very obvious. But I keep wondering, is it possible that Pac and Biggie might have had a down low relationship, and possibly that was the real reason Diddy was insanely, because why would you be insanely jealous of somebody else's friendships? I got friends that's friends with other people. I don't care. That type of jealousy feels like a scorned lover type energy. To me, it did. But at the 55 mark, Biggie says on the interview, "You ready for this raw dog shit?" And he says that to Pac right before they start rapping. And I'm like, that's some gay shit, bruh. That's not like hood nigga. Like, a hood nigga's not finna say that shit to another nigga. He's not. That's because y'all have to understand, unfortunately, in the black community, homophobia is very real. That toxic masculinity shit is very real. Niggas don't ever want to say anything that can make them be associated with being gay if they're homophobic. And again, I'm an editor, so I caught that and I rewinded it like 5 times so I can make sure I heard what I heard. Just like y'all saw me do when I did the analysis on the Storm Monroe shit. I kept rewinding. I said, nah, he did say raw dog. Then in the video that I'm finna show y'all that I edited, the song, My Bitch, he said, man, she looks so good, made me want to suck your daddy's dick. Biggie was always like saying some slick gay shit. And it's like, I didn't really think about it until after I heard Jonathan Hayes say he was the greatest bisexual rapper. That's when I started paying closer attention to his lyrics. I'm like, yeah, he do be saying some gay shit, bruh. Should have just been living in his truth, quite honestly. But basically, Pac was taking Big on tour with him and letting him open for him. That was the moment when they said Diddy started getting really jealous because he felt like Biggie was giving too much attention to Pac. And then they show a clip where Diddy says, man, I thought Biggie really loved me. And the way he said that, y'all, it felt so much like a lover. He's like, man, I thought Biggie really loved me. Like, damn, that was my nigga. Like, but not homeboy, like my dude type energy. And I'm like, bruh. I feel like they had to have been in love, or maybe Diddy was in love and Biggie wasn't. But it said basically Pac was developing thug life and taking back their community, and Big was with that. And after all of that collaboration is when Kirk said, you know, he's like, Sean became insanely jealous of Pac's and Big's friendship, and he said, they call him Sean. He was like, Sean felt like he could get away with anything after the Stampede college incident, and he had more money than anybody because he had signed with Clive. He said putting him on with Clive is what changed him. He said, and he started becoming the Diddy that we see now and not the one, you know, he knew when he was a kid. And also he felt like Pac was a threat to his relationship with Big. So, again, this is my opinion. That gives motive for Diddy allegedly being behind Pac's murder and allegedly behind Biggie's. Because if you're jealous of their relationship and you feel threatened, shit. One thing I know about same-sex relationships is that when I dated women, especially lesbian women, not bisexual women, lesbian women are way more territorial and jealous than men are. That's what sent me back to men. I couldn't deal with that shit. I'm like, man, y'all be doing too much. It's something about the same-sex connection that is very deep, but I feel like it's even deeper between two men, that level of passion. And I think men, because naturally men are not in tune with their feelings, that when they fall into love feelings for another man, it really fucks with them because they don't know how to deal with that shit. Especially a man like Biggie, who he degrades women, so it's not a thing for him to not fuck with a woman. But a man, and he's a Scorpio, gotta also understand the way Scorpios love. We're intense motherfuckers. Like, if we love you, we really fucking love you. So if you betray us, that shit hurts and it cuts deep. And if you're an unhealed Scorpio like Diddy, you're gonna go full on revenge. And that's what Kalina was talking about. She was like, he has that side to him that he has to have revenge, and he's gonna do it in the worst way. Yeah, absolutely, when you're not healed. So I feel like this whole shit this whole entire situation, even what happened to Jonathan, the way he described CJ, Biggie's son, you know, taking him to the warehouse and doing the photo shoot. That's creepy. Your big son, and you're making this man who's not even, and this is not nothing against Jonathan, you're trying to make a white man relive your father with Diddy. That's creepy. And it don't matter what color you are, but that makes no sense. Is it because Jonathan was built like Biggie? Like, it was almost like he was selected to impersonate Big just so that Diddy could get off. That's disgusting. Not because it's male on male, but because you are literally trying to channel Biggie through another man. That's not in love. That's a dark obsession. That's a true sign that you need help. And you should have went to grief counseling, Diddy, because I really believe that's why you did all this crazy ass shit. That's wild. So CJ had Jonathan to do a whole photo shoot in all of Big's clothes before they donated the clothes to the, what was it, the Hall of Fame, I believe. Or the clothes were going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then you CJ, invites Jonathan over to one of your houses to have a meeting about an album and I think a video shoot. And then next thing you know, Jonathan's in a room alone with Diddy. How come every time somebody's in a room alone with Diddy, they all have the same story about being sexually abused? Why are the people closest to Diddy helping him rape people? All of y'all are going to jail. All of y'all. Everybody involved. I don't care about the people saying, well, why should this person be guilty? They didn't do it. If you helped, you're an accomplice. You're just as guilty. And some of y'all's punishment is not going to be jail, it's going to be death. Because some of y'all participated in the rituals too. Not just the sexual abuse. Now, this is based on what I've seen in the 5D. I've seen some very dark things. And it's a lot of people, because they are all covering for each other, they feel like they're not going to get caught. God's pulling the cover off of all of y'all at the same time. And you're going to all be exposed publicly. Because I've already seen it. Especially you, Russell, you and Kimora. Y'all finna get exposed by the people that's closest to y'all. And I can't wait for that shit to go viral. I really cannot. Also, Diddy lived with Mark Curry after he got arrested for the club shooting. And according to Mark Curry, he said Diddy had an argument with a man at the club. That's what led to Natanya getting shot in the face because basically, you know, wrong place, wrong time type energy. Then it went into the Nas and Puff You Can Hate Me Now video where Diddy's on the fucking cross making a mockery of Yeshua, the true Christ. Hezekiah Walker tells Diddy that he shouldn't be making a mockery of Jesus. So Diddy told the record exec Steve Stout to take down the video, and when Steve Stout refused, Mark Curry said that Diddy and two bodyguards pummeled him with a champagne bottle, a telephone, and a chair. And then Stout finally settled out of court with Diddy for $500,000 and asked the DA to drop all the criminal charges, just like we heard happen with Jay-Z and the girl that was a 13-year-old at the VMAs, and she was 30 trying to get her justice. And it's horrible that Johnny Cochran was Diddy's attorney at that time. And unfortunately, he kind of got his karma in the worst way too. So Diddy gets acquitted. Shine takes responsibility. I think he did 10 years, I believe. And this other security guard, Roger Bonds, said that Diddy started making $300 to $400 million a year after he developed Sean John. I remember when Sean John was popular. And And he said after that, that was when he started having that like God complex, this God syndrome. And he started publicly belittling people, especially the people on, you know, the making it to the band. Then it goes on into, you know, Aubrey talking about the emails that Diddy sent her, dick pics, and him telling her that he's about to go. God, it's annoying. Annoying that they keep doing that. But basically, Diddy told her he was gonna think about her and go watch a porn and masturbate. Then says at the end of the email, God bless. God is the greatest. Diddy. And 6 months later, she said she got fired. I remember that she was part of Danity Kane because I actually used to listen to them. And then in 2009, he creates Dirty Money. Cassie comes forward, or no, Cassie came into the music industry with him when she was 19 in 2006. So she came in 3 years before Kalina and Don. And they said all of a sudden she gets a 10-album deal after spending a lot of time with him in the studio. Just all this shit. Then, you know, Kim basically accepting that he's with her and with Cassie, playing the role of the wife and the mother. But then Cassie is, you know, the bad bitch on the side, and she's wifey. All of this shit to overcompensate for the fact that he did not want to accept his sexuality. Because at the end of the day, that's all this was about anyway. It was about him trying to fuck away the fact that he's gay. A lot of men do that. They will get with all these different women because they feel like the more they fuck these women, the less they'll have these gay thoughts. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. If you're gay, you're gay. And you really just need to accept it. Neptune said, oh no, I don't remember that. Yeah, somebody broke into her house. She talked about it on her YouTube channel. How they cut the cameras, her, what's it called? Her ring light cameras. That's the one thing I don't like about the modern day security cameras is the fact that they now make it a requirement for you to go through Wi-Fi, which is a way for people to hack. That makes it a lot easier for people to hack your software or disable it. That's why I believe in old school technology, old school cameras that never required internet connection, because can't nobody hack into that. That documentary that they did on Shine earlier this year on Hulu, and Tanya was on it. She should have been on this one. She really should have. Yeah, Kirk's son does not fuck with him. They got into it a couple of years ago, and his son was accusing him of alleged sexual abuse too. Isn't that crazy? The timeline about how Natanya's house got broken into at the same time. Because remember, I told you, Cody, about the conversation I had with Jaguar. 3 days before they did that shit, when she called me in a panic, talking about the investigation that was going on about her, Natanya, and the fundraisers and how it involved me too. And I'm like, nah, because y'all did them fundraisers without my knowledge. It's ironic that Natanya's house was broken into at the same time that her and Murph and all of them were having those fucking meetings about the shit that they were plotting to do to me on February 9th. This is why I keep saying what I'm saying about Jack. It's not just because of what she did to me. I really believe she's a scout. I believe she was sent to me and Natanya. I'm going to be honest. Cause it was always weird how they were like so sisterly, and then all of a sudden they just weren't talking. Even when I was still aligned with Jaguar, I noticed Natanya kind of distancing herself from her, and she would pop up sometimes during the lives. But y'all know I'm an empath, clairvoyant, psychic. I could feel then that there was something going on. Whatever happened to that guy that used to be Diddy's personal assistant that always wore bow ties? I bet. I don't know, because I'm honestly, I don't remember who that is. I'm just wondering why wasn't Natanya in this documentary? Is it, let me look up, because I thought they said she had started a lawsuit against Diddy. Because I'm wondering if it's because of that, or if it's because of maybe she was scared. Yeah, she did. Okay. Because if it's a lawsuit, I can understand why she may not have wanted to be in the documentary. Where is the information about a lawsuit though? See, that didn't give the lawsuit info. Hold on. Okay, that's saying Little Rod saying he was responsible. Wait. Okay, that's more about Little Rod's lawsuit. Because I thought she filed a lawsuit. Okay, so yeah, it says in the aftermath. Let me see. So Diddy settled a civil lawsuit by paying Natanya Rubin an estimated $1.8 million, while the other two victims received $500,000. Despite the settlement, Rubin has consistently maintained that Diddy was the one who shot her. So I wonder when she got paid for that, because I don't remember her ever divulging that. I remember her constantly saying that she knew he shot her and she wanted justice, but I don't remember her saying that he paid her 1 point. Family, do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember Natanya ever saying that Diddy paid her $1.8 million? Because I don't remember her ever talking about that. So apparently she said the DA got information that an informant said that there was a bounty on her head, so she had to leave Brooklyn. So that's interesting. That's interesting because I didn't know that. I didn't know he paid her. Huh. I'm gonna show y'all this video. Something in the milk ain't clean about that whole situation. That's what I'm saying. In all the time that we were connected together, whether we were on her channel or Jaguar's channel, the couple of times she popped into Maggie's chat, I don't remember Natanya ever saying that Diddy paid her any money. In fact, she said he owed her money. I used to be a supporter of hers because she was very vocal about being against Trump until I heard what she said about you being too vulgar and stop following her, but she never mentioned getting money. Yeah, that's my thing. My channel's raw and uncensored, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about fake ass religious people thinking I'm vulgar. Fuck you and your religion. I don't care at all. And my channel's raw and uncensored. So and that's the thing, that's where I kind of always had a disconnect with Natanya. Because she's very spiritual, but that fake religious shit, I can't stand that bullshit. And it is because of what I came from and what I've been through. I can't stand people that pretend to be holier than thou, but you have a past like everybody else. So when it comes, that's when I just, honestly, y'all saw it, that's when I stopped supporting her. Because I'm like, man, fuck y'all in that fake ass shit, bruh. Because at the end of the day, that's not who the fuck you really are anyway. That's who you are sometimes. That's who you are in certain environments. There's a side to you that's just as hood as me, because I heard it when you was cussing about them calling you a bitch. So fuck all of that bullshit. At the end of the day, the bottom line is, if you've been telling the world for the past couple of years that you're this victim and you deserve justice, why did you never divulge that man paid you almost $2 million? First of all, why you never talked about that lawsuit? That's number one. Number two, why did he pay you if he didn't do the shit? Number three, why weren't you in this documentary? You've been talking about deserving justice. My voice needs to be heard. He shot me. Was you clout chasing? If a motherfucker shot me 25 years ago, oh, I'm getting all the justice. And every chance I get, I'm speaking my truth on every platform, especially Netflix. Netflix is bigger than whatever the other one, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't even see the other documentary because I started watching it. It was boring. It did not keep my attention. The 50 Cent one, yeah, that shit is deep because it's helping me in my research. Something the milk ain't clean. You ain't telling the whole truth, Natanya. Well, what I don't get is that she says she was born and raised in the Bronx, but would often speak like a Jamaican. It was very forced. I didn't understand the whole Jamaican accent. Is Natanya Jamaican? Because I do know there are Jamaicans that live in New York. Maybe she's Jamaican. I don't know. I never really knew, honestly, much about her. I heard about her because of Jag, you know. And then me just researching about the Diddy case. And then, you know, I researched her when I started seeing her Art of Dialogue video circulate on YouTube. I researched her. And I was like, well, she seemed like she's telling the truth. But what always threw me off was the overly religious shit. Because me coming from that, I know people that are overly religious are usually the ones that are completely full of shit. That's just my opinion. Now, that might not be who Natanya Rubin is, but that is my opinion of that type of behavior, is that it's usually fake. So we've got all these people coming forward because they saw Cassie get victory. However, watching this documentary is giving me a different perspective of Cassie, that she's definitely not some innocent victim. She's a victim who participated. You was with the shits. You did choose to stay, just like Kim did. But no woman deserves to be abused. And the women that stay in abusive relationships do so because they watch their mom do that. That battered woman syndrome it's a hereditary thing. You either get the help to not become like the abusive mother, or you become exactly like the abusive mother, and you attract men that are abusive, and you feel that that's normal because that's what you saw growing up, so you stay. So I can understand why she stayed, and especially if she's being incentivized. You know, men that use money to control. Oh, look at this lifestyle I'll give you if you just let me have control. And that's what his homeboy said. He was like, Diddy just wanted a female who was gonna listen to everything he said and do things exactly the way he wanted them to do it. And what he said is law. That is a Scorpio trait, especially an unhealed one. Especially an unhealed, sadistic Scorpio who's used to getting his way through domination and fear and intimidation and violence. Everybody's afraid of him because he's crazy and he'll kill you, allegedly. So I can, even from that perspective, I can understand why some people didn't want to say or do anything. But when a woman comes to you and tells you that a man raped her, men, y'all have lost y'all way, because the generation of Malcolm X's day, they protected women. It's like y'all could know a woman's being raped, you could know she's being abused, and you'll just turn the other cheek, you'll look the other way. Like his homeboy Kirk Burrows said, well, I just chalked it up to he had a bad day. No, that motherfucker, you watched him beat Misa into the ground, and as a man, you didn't do shit to defend her. You ain't shit. You just as fucked up as Diddy. And even in the picture that they put on the screen when he was at the christening, at Justin's christening, he looked terrified in the picture, and he's bigger than Diddy. Or at least taller. He looks terrified in the picture. Why were so many people, if you're afraid of him, why didn't y'all leave? Was it fear, or was it money, or was it both? And why didn't y'all defend Misa? That broke my heart to hear that man say that shit. He was beating her to the ground and they was pulling Diddy off her, but you was standing there watching it and didn't do shit. And then tried to choke up and say, well, maybe, you know, I'm partially yes, you're fucking partially responsible. Nigga, you didn't do shit to help her. And then you sit there and listen to other people victim shame when you watched him beat her ass. That's why the shit we seen on CNN, that wasn't no surprise the way he was doing Cassie, because that's how he apparently was used to doing women, just beating the dog shit out of them. Because deep down inside, you have a very deep abandonment wound when it comes to Janice and your father. Really, the abandonment wound is from the father that was not there, the father you never knew, and that you kept trying to live up to the image of. My father was a hustler, he was a gangster, so I got to go out here and be just like him and be fucked up. My mom was a prostitute and had parties with pimps and hoes, so I got to grow up and do the same shit, allegedly. That's what I see. A pattern of generational curses of abuse. Well, this is what mama did. This is what my daddy did. I got to do this shit too. Now you done taught your sons that. Christian and Justin both got cases. And Justin's the oldest. He done seen everything. And then they talking about you doing orgies with your son? That's disgusting. I don't care what nobody say about freaky shit. I done been to freaky parties. I didn't party with no, fathers and sons. And I know there's people out there that do that shit. In my opinion, that's nasty as hell. I think about my future children. As freaky as I'm not doing no shit with my kids. I don't give a damn if they grown. That's nasty. That's your child. The fuck is wrong with you, Diddy? And I do believe that because Justin and Christian and Quincy were at the fucking Dirty Money party. The one where he's on camera admitting to waking up with Usher in the bed fighting over Frosted Flakes. Because I showed y'all that. They was right there with him at the fucking party. So now you're not teaching your sons how to be businessmen. You're teaching your sons how to be predators just like you. Shit is fucked up. Now, this is the video that I edited earlier today that I posted on my channel. And this is the one I told y'all about. I saw this on Instagram a couple days ago. And I decided to edit it and show it today. I'm going to pause the background music real quick. And oh, let me switch my banner. Even though this is my content, I'm still going to switch my banner to the copyright. All the videos that I'm going to show are for fair use. And this is my actual content anyway. Like I said, this is my video I edited. Okay. I wonder why it starts the videos not on sound. Hold on. Let me restart it.
I look at him like, I said Jesus.
And then the next question is,
When I met your eyes, my first thought was
I'm trying to find the to make this larger, the button to make it full screen. Hold on.
I look at him like, I said Jesus. I look at him like, I said Jesus.
and then the next question is,
I look at him like, I said Jesus. I look at him like, I said Jesus.
and then the next question is,
When I met your eyes, my first thought was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy.
The way he is lovingly looking into Diddy's eyes, this whole energy says we just got done fucking. And Biggie's rubbing on his hands saying your skin is so soft. Like this feels to me like love. I'm gonna be honest. It really feels like an actual love connection. I feel like I'm watching that old school Love Connection show with these niggas.
I never felt that way in my life. Niggas met me before I made you my wife.
We leveled up, I thank God.
I look at him like, I said Jesus.
Pause. First thing out of his mouth, he said, I look at him like Jesus. Now, on the longer version of this video, because this is a shorter version of it, what he says after that is, I look at him like Jesus because I feel like he saved my life, because me coming to the music industry saved me, because I was a hustler, hustling hard shit, and I could have ended up dead or in jail. And he gave me this opportunity. Again, Diddy doing the typical narcissistic love bombing. Let me show you what I can do for you. Let me change your life. Let me take you out the hood. That's why so many people supported him, because they felt like he's for the community. And what better way when you're a predator than to get people to trust you than to come out being the good guy? Now he's an example of what black people in the hood thought they could never have. Like Big said in this song, I never thought that hip hop could take it this far. Like, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines. Like, that's typical hood kid shit. You grow up in poverty, of course you want wealth. Of course you want to grow up and have the finer things in life, and you want to have money. And people who are desperate are willing to do anything to get out of that environment, even if it means bending over and sucking a nigga's dick. Even if it means having a down low secret relationship with him. Secret lovers. You know how many of these rappers, one of his songs I heard, I listened to it, I rewinded the part like 10 times. I heard Big say, these niggas be riding dick. And I'm trying to think, I gotta go back on the playlist because I was looking through the playlist when I was editing this reel, finding the music on Instagram. And I was like, did he just say these niggas be riding dick? Y'all, look, y'all women be lusting after these rappers. A lot of these rappers like men. If you see a nigga who's always with his boys, that might be a red flag. He might be suspect. Because heterosexual men, I don't care how busy you are, I don't care how much you want to grind, heterosexual men like to be around women. That homies over whole shit, that be some real shit in this rap industry. Because a lot of these niggas have been locked up, and a lot of these niggas get turned out in jail. They do. Especially the ones that be in there a long time, because shit, they ain't, they be like a hole is a hole. They don't care. After a while, they don't care. And they'll say that they was only gay in jail. And when they get out of jail, oh, that don't count. I was in jail. It counts. If you bent over, if you was grabbing the mankos and you was bent over or you was on your knees, your ass is gay. And Diddy, I think it's just high time that you live in your truth, sir. Cause this whole shit, this is couple energy. This is straight up romantic couple energy, in my opinion.
And the next question is,
like, why you rubbing your face on this nigga's hand like he probably just stuck his middle finger up your ass before y'all did this interview? Man, your hands are soft. And Big got them DSLs. And he's a big dude. Some men have fetishes about big dudes and big women. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think these motherfuckers was a couple. I really do.
When I met your eyes.
And he said, I love you, Biggie. When he said, I love you, look at how emotional Biggie got. Biggie looked like he's about to cry when that nigga said, I love you. I love you, Biggie. He's shaking his head. Yeah, man, I love you too. It's like him finally accepting that this is his dude. Then the rubbing the face. This shit, look. This shit to me is giving couple energy.
So good, I suck on your daddy's dick. I never felt that.
And in that lyric, you look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick. Why, Big? Why? I have never heard a heterosexual black man say no shit like that. Girl, you look so good. I'll suck on your daddy's dick. If I heard a nigga say that shit, I'd be like, you know what? You like what I like. Because that's not sexy at all to no female to even say that. Like, just wow.
Way of my life. It didn't take long before I made you my wife.
Yeah, so in my opinion, the shit that's coming forward in all of this is exposing who a lot of people have been saying for decades Diddy allegedly is. It's like, sir, we've been knowing this shit. We've been knowing this shit for years. But now it's too many people talking that's been close to you and around you. Now, I want to share this in the live because of the time. No Nuts, you know what? That's what I'm saying, Neptune. Shit. And those of us that are gay, bisexual, look, our gaydar, we know what's up. Y'all, they was fucking. I don't care what nobody says. Niggas was fucking, allegedly. No Nuts. He done been arrested, and then Gene Deal done knocked his ass out. Did y'all know about this? I didn't even know about this. This popped up when I was researching about if Clive Davis really did file a lawsuit against Netflix, because that was circulating around in these YouTube streets. It says Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal allegedly knocked out YouTuber outside a courthouse. Now, this was back when Diddy first was in court. Former bodyguard Gene Deal arrives at the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial in Manhattan federal court on May 27th in New York City. Says Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal has been a go-to source over the last year with endless stories from his time working with the Bad Boy founder. This week, he allegedly knocked out a YouTuber, which was Donut, Mr. No Nuts himself, outside the courthouse where the controversial mogul's trafficking trial is taking place. The Art of Dialogue shared a video where another content creator reported on the altercation. Allegedly, a YouTuber named Donut. Oh, Manchichi, no, not so ugly. You got knocked the fuck out. Oh, you got knocked the fuck out. Oh, I just love when my ancestors be serving justice to motherfuckers. Oh, it's gonna be so many more. But that shit is hilarious. Oh my god. And Gene is the big nigga. For real. And No Nuts, you small compared to Gene, sir. So, wait, where is it? Hold on. Fair use. Holy shit. Fair use.
You got knocked the fuck out, man! Give me my goddamn.
Oh, No Nuts. I am just tickled. This story tickles me. How does it feel? How does it feel to get your ass knocked out by Gene Deal? Oh, I'm going to have to make that into a song. I'm about to remix D'Angelo shit. Remember back in 2018 or 2019, Faith Evans said in an interview that Biggie liked to get his ass ate. Ever since I heard that, I knew, oh, I didn't know that shit. Yeah, these niggas asking bitches to eat your ass is suspect and not never. Look, I'm a tantric Scorpio. My tongue ain't going near nobody's motherfucking exit with dingleberries and turd balls. Y'all nasty as hell. No, that's nasty as fuck. Yes, No Nuts got his ass knocked the fuck out by Gene Deal for talking shit. Yup, they wouldn't let Jag... You know that was a shit show that day. Jaguar up there doing her fake ass PR shit, trying to talk like a valley girl and shit. Talking about, and you know, justice. Bitch, you was trying so hard to talk like me. It was hilarious. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Yeah, so apparently, I can't even. This shit is hilarious. It says allegedly a YouTuber named Donut continually insulted Deal by calling him Uncle Phil. You know what? I'm fucking done. This is so childish. Cause I can just picture plastic face ass Donut up there calling Gene Deal Uncle Phil over and over like a child. And Gene being like, bruh, shut the fuck up or I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. This is textbook fuck around and find out moment. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. You know what? Oh, poetic justice is so lovely. Because so many of these motherfuckers have had my name in their mouth this year. Nigga. Not you was calling Gene Deal Uncle Phil. Your ass is childish. Said, Donut continually insulted Gene Deal by calling him Uncle Phil and other names. It's so damn petty. I'm sorry. Holy shit. This is so fucking petty. Deal, as shown in the footage, warned Donut that he couldn't approach him in that way, and if he did it again, he would get knocked out. I gotta see if I can find this footage, y'all. I swear to God, I gotta see if I can find it. Hold up. Because if I can find it, we about to laugh for a minute. Holy shit. First you get your ass knocked out by Gene Deal, and then you go to jail. Oh my God, yo. Wait, okay, hold on. Let me see. I wonder if it's the actual. Oh, is this the actual content? Hold on. Did I find it?
Build a website you love.
Okay, fuck y'all ads.
Nah, today at the Diddy trial, it was so out of pocket. It was like a...
Hold up, y'all. Okay, again, fair use. Because I found a video. It says, even outside the Diddy trial is a circus. People getting KO'd and kissing Diddy's kids. Ew. Okay. Fair use.
People getting knocked out. Women was kissing on Diddy's son. Oh, man, look at this.
Mike, chill, Mike. I ain't fuck that, son.
I'm Diddy. What do you think about what Knox said today about your dad? Exactly, that's the best thing for your party. What do you guys think about that?
Yo, where's JC at?
That is so ratchet. Oh my God. Not she stopped to take a picture with him.
Where's JC at?
Yo, King. Yo, King, I named my son after you, man. Peace.
Not a grown ass man saying, yo King, I named my son after you. That's suspect as hell too.
I like that. I'm gonna give it to him real.
And what are you celebrating? I'm celebrating that I kissed Justin Combs on the cheek. Look at this video. Look at this. Holy shit, guys. Look. You guys are cute together.
Oh, everybody's saying that. What about me and you, Emily? Why we don't look cute?
Hey, right
Don't be
about us.
telling me who looks cute if it ain't. Mike, chill, Mike.
Pure mayhem. Grown.
Oh, wait.
Gene Deal, one of the reporters.
Okay. There's no nuts looking like the Predator, sir. Oh, in all the heaviness of what I'm reporting, this moment of levity. This moment of levity is appreciated because I sure wasn't planning the roast. No nuts. Manchichi, no nuts, so ugly. So was them goddamn Timu ass fucking dreads. That shit looked just as bad as goddamn Joe Camel meets Donkey Kong Jay-Z looking ass. Sir, it's definitely giving Predator. Okay? It's giving Predator. Okay? Just so you know. That's not a good look for you.
Bro, listen.
Trigger warning, because I don't know if Gene is going to hit him or not. But Gene, baby, you need a bra, sir. You look like you a good, D cup. You got the middies, and they hanging. And I can see them hanging. Gene, now look. I don't have a problem with you personally, but I'm finna roast this outfit because you do look like Uncle Phil, bruh. You do look like Uncle Phil, bruh. Between the hat and that too little ass hoodie that ain't even covering your full belly, and then you got the skinny ass hips and legs, sir, you look like Uncle Phil. Nigga, you look like Uncle Phil, bruh. Oh my God. You can't be mad at no nothing. Oh my God. That hoodie is way too small for you. You probably need a good 3 to 4X. We got goddamn no nuts up here looking like the goddamn predator. Y'all, this is the best karma I have ever enjoyed all year. This ancestors, I just want to take a moment to give you thanks and praise for this moment. Oh, because I remember when I had to pray when I was aligned with Jaguar and I went in spiritual warfare against this nigga because he was saying and doing too much, not just against her, but against me. And sir, your year has gone horrible. Ancestors, y'all have done an amazing job. I just want to give y'all thanks in this moment because, Gene, matter of fact, let's do Uncle Phil in... Let's see what he look like. You know what? Nigga, you do look like this motherfucker though. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, especially. Oh. I cannot. Holy shit. Holy shit, I cannot. Holy fucking shit. Oh my God, you look like you. No, that's hair look like when we was kids. And you had this later. I'm about to pee. Oh shit, I'm about to pee. Oh my God. You know what, Cody? I cannot with your ass. Hold up, because now I gotta pull it up. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I'm like crying real tears right now, yo. Oh my God, yo. Now I can't unsee it. I'm gonna start calling your ass Play-Doh hair. Play-Doh. What's a good nickname? Play-Doh Predator. I think that's gonna be No Nut's new nickname. When y'all hear me talk about Play-Doh Predator. Cause it's giving Predator and then it's giving Play-Doh hair. I cannot. Oh my God. I cannot. Meanwhile, Gene really does fucking look like goddamn Uncle Phil. May he rest in peace. Cause I actually loved Uncle Phil as one of the main characters on Fresh Prince. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. Gene, sir, you are looking like Uncle Phil's long lost first cousin, sir. I'm just saying. But no nuts. Look, this look like your ancestor to me right here. Okay? From the face to the dreads, this look like your ancestor right here. And then it is giving Play-Doh hair as well. So yeah, you, sir, your new nickname on the Just D show is It's Play-Doh Predator. Seriously. Or Predator Play-Doh. I can't really say Predator Play-Doh, so I'm gonna say Play-Doh Predator. That's your new nickname. And I'ma still sing the Monchichi song. Monchichi, Monchichi. No nuts so ugly. Not she really got knocked the fuck out by Gene Deal. I am done. Oh my God, yo. This is the best moment of 2025 all year.
We out here, what kind of cops? You're not gonna tell me what to do. You can't come up on me. Bro, listen, if you come up on me, I'm gonna knock you.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. No, bro, shit. I said I'm a miss. You gonna misgender me now? Now it's anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I am protected by anti-Asian hate.
Go down the road.
You know what, Donut? You done finally met your motherfucking match. I love how she came in. She said, and you not gonna misgender me. And now you talking to me crazy because I'm part Asian. She handled your motherfucking ass. Mr. Failed Actor, Mr. Typed his own IMBD, Mr. Impersonated a whole attorney and had 6 clients knowing damn well your ass wasn't no fucking attorney and went to jail for that shit. You stupid as hell. And I'm so glad somebody finally dealt you some poetic justice.
Right, it is a Ringling Brothers circus.
I am protected by anti-Asian. You gonna misgender me now?
Wait a minute.
That's what I said. That's what I said. No, bro, shit. I said I'm a miss.
She said, no, bro, shit. Instead, I'm a miss. She either from the Bronx or New Jersey. I can tell. She ain't one to fuck with.
You gonna misgender me now? Now it's...
Oh, yeah, the misgender me now? That sound like that New Jersey accent.
Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I am protected by...
She said, and you anti-Asian because I'm Asian. She went off on his ass. Damn.
Anti-Asian hate.
Go down the road.
Right, it is a Ringling Brothers circus. We got a crazy lady being a pedestrian. We got Gene telling him he gonna knock him out, and she was co-signing. Let's see how spicy her this gets.
Cause you so fine, girl, I would drink your bad water. I would drink your bad water, Miss Cole. Now, Miss Cole.
Yo.
My bad, man. That's my fault. I should have showed you how to work. That's to make it go down. Cause you so fine, girl, I would drink your bad water.
Bruh, this is like, is this real? We live in a matrix. The media has no chill today.
My bad, man. That's my fault. I should have showed you how to work.
He don't even know how to show his homeboy how to work the camera. Oh my God.
It's Secret Service Sam here, just stepping out of the court building for a moment. We had a 10-minute recess.
Wait, not they titled it Gene Dell knocks out YouTuber denied. Y'all, oh my God.
Here is something that not a lot of people are talking about.
Hold on, we got Secret Service Sam pulling up just to give a little briefing of what happened. Oh.
Gene Deal was here at the court building. I interviewed him in the elevator, and then shortly after that, he got into an altercation with a YouTuber, a friend of mine now who I know, called D-Not. D-Not was harassing him.
Sir, it's pronounced donut. Why do white people always mispronounce black folks' name? You know how many times I've been called Donty, Donita, Donette? What I mean, I never understand that. I never understand why that y'all be butchering our names. Now, I can understand with Donut because it's not a traditional name. That's why I call them No Nuts. Because he ain't got no nuts, as far as I'm concerned. You act like a bitch. It's just interesting that you said you interviewed Gene Dale and you're calling Donut, your friend, but you're also referring to him as D-Not. It is hilarious.
The day before, calling him all these names, calling him Uncle Phil. There's a video you can see, and
Uncle Phil.
apparently he punched out and knocked out D-Not yesterday.
Awesome.
To the point where they told Gene Deal not to come back for a few days. No arrests were made or anything, but like, I don't know. And I just saw D-Not a little bit ago trying to get into the main courtroom. And I think he was in the overflow. So I got to go talk to him. Maybe I'll get an interview.
See what I mean by YouTubers that are super thirsty and desperate to clout chase? Y'all spent your own money to travel to New York just to gather outside of the courtroom of a man that you claim not to like. I'm not spending money to travel nowhere to clout chase. Paperwork Party TV was doing that shit when Angie Stone allegedly died. You know, doing the whole meta glasses and recording the dead avatar and all of that shit. That's why your ass got knocked out, no nuts, because you ain't had no business over there. See, you met your match. You get on YouTube and turn into a bully, and you have drug, you and motherfucking Armand, both of y'all are a bunch of feminine ass, dumb motherfuckers that get on here trying to compete with women, always berating, always tearing black women down, and you can be gay without tearing down black women. Both of y'all need to heal y'all mama wounds, because that's where the fuck that shit comes from. You get on YouTube and you have continuously bashed every black female that you feel intimidated by, and your obsession with Jaguar has been insane. Even though I don't even fuck with her no more. Your obsession with trying to be her and constantly get her attention is given you need to seriously get on BetterHelp.com and hit the link, po little tink tank, because your ass is thrown off 3 times from Tuesday. Now, when it comes to this, you deserve that shit. You deserve this shit from Gene Deal. You deserve that shit from everybody you done sat up here and bash and talk shit about. See, I do investigative research. You sit on YouTube and just bash people for no fucking reason. Other than the fact that you're a failed actor and maybe your only sense of superiority is putting on that Dollar Tree ass fucking crown, that Burger King ass looking crown, calling yourself a king, but constantly focusing on all the black women that you constantly bash. You deserve this shit. I'm so glad the ancestors used Gene Deal to teach your stupid ass a fucking lesson.
For you guys, but I just wanted to drop that on you. Gene Deal knocked out YouTuber did not, okay? And there was an altercation, and like I said, I don't know whose fault it was. No arrests were made, but Gene was asked to take a couple days off from the case. So that's a little drama. I got more coming to you with the arsonist today. Please follow my YouTube. Secret Service out Samson, president of TikTok.
All right, everybody.
Gene Deal had put hands on a YouTuber outside of Diddy's RICO trial. A creator, the name of the knot, had been heckling and following Gene.
Yeah, I like that, how they did
So
it.
Gene Deal had to put hands on a YouTuber outside of Diddy's RICO trial. A creator who goes by the name of the knot had been heckling and following Gene Deal around for a couple of days. And even though there's no footage of the altercation, reports say Gene Deal knocked the man clean. So Gene Deal had to put hands on a YouTuber outside of Diddy's RICO trial. A creator who goes by the name of the knot had been heckling and following Gene Deal around for a couple of days. And even though there's no footage of the altercation, reports say Gene Deal, the man clean. So Gene Deal had to put hands on a YouTuber outside of Diddy's RICO trial.
Bro, listen, you're not gonna tell me what to do. You can't come up on me. Bro, listen, if you come up on me, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
That's what I said.
King, I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like.
Okay, so all of these videos, because I looked them all up, it doesn't look like any of them have the actual part where he knocked him out. But, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Here's another video.
What did you do to that person inside the court?
face, bro.
Why did I have to stand in front of Mr. Deal behind me and tell you to back up off of him?
Because it was too many handling business.
And then what happened? But what happened?
That's for me to know.
But what did you do? So why you not telling the truth? My name is Candor. I'm transparent. I'm Candor. But you didn't have the same energy with him when he came outside either.
When he came outside, he left.
Man, get out of here.
He left. He left, yo. What you talking?
You do to him first inside the courtroom. What did you do to Mr. Gene Deal inside the courtroom right before my eyes? And why did I have to get in your face like this and tell you to step back from him? Why did I have to stand in front of Mr. Deal behind me and tell you to back up off of him?
Because it was too many handling business.
And then what happened? But what happened?
That's for me to know.
But what did you do? So why you not telling the truth? My name is Candor. I'm transparent. I'm true. Candor. But you didn't have the same energy with him when he came outside either.
When he came outside, he left.
Man, get out of here.
She was not with the shits, bro. Like, no nuts. You met your match on this day.
On my platform, interviewing me, asking me about what's going on. Look, that is Bentley and that's him. This man I just interviewed, this man just told me Gene Deal helped Puffy lace him and two minors at the Intercontinental Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. Right. So real niggas got questions, Gene.
That's right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yep, let's get everybody come out. Hands on your heart, make sure.
On my platform, interview.
See, no nuts, if you were an actual investigative journalist and not a messy queen trying to be one of the girls in shit, that wouldn't have happened to you. Oh, here's one where Gene explains why he hit him. Hold up.
I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like
Bro, listen. We out here
what kind of content?
You're not going to tell me what to do.
You come up on me.
Bro, listen.
You come on me.
Okay, so that's just the same video. But it's one where it says he explains why. Because I'm like, not he called you Uncle Phil and that was the reason that you knocked him out. I think that could have been part of it, but I think a lot of it was probably even more, there's probably even more to it than just that. Oh shit, where's the video that was just there? Hold on. Not unless I scroll past it. Hold on. I still feel like there's some shit that's gonna come out about Gene. Oh, it's not on there. It was just on here. Where is it at? There it goes. Okay. I'm like, I just seen it.
You just can't talk to me any kind of way.
Gee, if you seen all of that, it was at public parties. And you the same size as Uncle Phil.
Like, yo, I played it cool when we was outside. Then, when we got into the court, it was a whole different situation. You understand? It was a whole different situation. I went to him, I said, yo, bro, you had a lot of stuff to say outside. You understand? Yo, I got a lot of stuff to say now. That's what he said. I said, well, what you got to say then? He said, yo, you got questions to answer. And for who? I said, if you want me to answer questions, do interview. I got a booking number, then you do interview. I answer any of your questions. I ain't got no problem of answering anything that you want to know. All you got to do is pay my fee, and I'll be there. He said, well, you ain't going to tell me how to get the contact. And as soon as he said that, and he came like he was coming close to me, I took it back to 92. Wu-Tang. Protect your neck. And that's all I'm going to say. I took it back to that. I took it back to 1992 Wu-Tang. Protect your neck. And he know what I'm talking about. Then when I did that, then next thing you know, a girl came, the guard started coming and stuff like that. And he told the guard, yo, watch the camera. He hit me. That's what he said to the guard. And so I was leaving. So he ran and got his camera. And then somebody called my name. He called my name like that. I turned around and I just said to him, I said, yo, bro, I'm not that dude that you could just run up on. I'm not that dude that you can say whatever you want to say.
That's why No Nuts was standing there looking dazed and confused because he knocked your ass out. And he was probably still in a state of shock. Like, this nigga just hit me? Yes, he hit your ass. He hit your ass. Exactly. No Nuts is openly gay, has a boyfriend and everything, and constantly sits up on YouTube and berates black women. All the time. It don't make no sense. He said, you know, I got to bring the roasting sidekick. I'm trying to tell you because, boy, I did not know that shit. Yeah, drinking Janice Combs bathwater will be the equivalent of drinking devil's sweat. And that's that old school flirting shit. Because I remember hearing them old school. I even had old men say that shit to me. It's weird. That's not attractive. You'll drink somebody's dirty bathwater means that you're willing to ingest bacteria, fecal matter. Like, that's nasty. Ain't nothing sexy about that shit. It's stupid as hell. Hold on, y'all. I need to grab some water. My allergies is kicking up because the weather keeps fluctuating out here. Shit, I need to get some more water. I'm going through this water like crazy. Yeah, see, No Nuts. Ooh, I'm so happy. You've finally fucked around and found out that there are people out here, and keep in mind, Gene is an old school player from the Himalayas, where fuck around and find out is a real thing. OMG. You deserve it all. I'm gonna edit that into a reel. That moment where G was telling him, I'm not that nigga you could just say anything to. You know Gene is hella old school. You know how y'all know back in the day when you got your ass beat by your mom and they would be telling you, this hurts me more than you. And they explain to you why they didn't just beat your ass. That's exactly what Gene did. He turned around and told that nigga, look, and now I'm telling you why I beat your ass, because you can't just say anything you want to me. Oh, that is too fucking funny. Predator play, though, you done fucked around and found out. This shit, though, because when I seen this today, I was like, No Nuts, then got his ass beat. And is he still in jail? Let me see. Because y'all that told me he got locked up a while ago. I'm locked up. Wait a minute. Are you serious? Weren't you one of the YouTubers that was making fun of my GoFundMe for my colorectal surgery? I know it wasn't just Danny Robertson and the Fisher King Payne. I heard you was one of them too. Not you got to GoFundMe help Donut Ricketts re-enter Hollywood show business. Sir, give it up. You failed. Hollywood don't even want your ass. And that's sad that they don't even want your ass. And he made this last year on July 22nd. Interesting. Not you got a whole GoFundMe. Holly Weird don't even want you. That's crazy. Wait, did he put together a commercial for the GoFundMe? You know what? If desperation had a name, it would be Donut Ricketts. Wait a minute. Somebody started a petition against him? Get out of here. Donation and Ratchet Media are two channels ran by Donut Ricketts through YouTube. Both channels are, and that is true, are used to harass, bully, and dox other. Yeah, he does that a lot. I love whoever made this. They said other YouTube content creators, ex-moderators, black women, and subscribers. Yeah, he definitely does that. Wow. Wait, somebody said Donut Ricketts threatened bodily harm to myself via StreamYard? And contacted this person's probation officer on live. Is this Jag? Display personal previous addresses of previous moderators. 33 content creators. Oh no, it says Yolanda Bell. Who is that? Wow. That's horrible. Armand Wiggins has filed a civil harassment restraining order against Donut, alleging a pattern of threats and online harassment. Wow. Not the girls going back and forth. Just wow. Oh, ancestors, y'all did such... Oh, wow. Y'all did not hold back on this nigga. Is this the one where he got arrested for impersonating a damn, battery in a person? Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is a copyright infringement lawsuit. Wait, they said his channel's gone? Hold up. Is that true? See, this is somebody I don't actually pay attention to. Because I never could get into his content because of just how low vibrational he is. You know what, Odell? Your ass is dumb. Not his video pops up. Rest in peace to Donut's YouTube career and his freedom. More arrests to come. You know what? I don't even fuck with Odell, but that title is hilarious. Wow. Yeah, I think his channel might be gone. Wow. Wow. You know, it's a lot of unhinged CCs on this app. I just did not know that Gene knocked the fuck out of him. That shit is hilarious. And then him, and it's, you know, it's the approach. Gene, you got some things to answer. You know, out here looking like Uncle Phil. Wasn't you at the Diddy part? Like, bruh. Again, an investigative journalist knows how to ask those questions. And truly, if you want to interview a person, you pay them their fee and they come on your channel. Some people had asked me, did Jaguar ever charge me to come on my channel for the new people? No, she did not. She never charged me. She never asked me to pay her shit. Every time she was on panel, I invited her and she came. And seriously, that's all it was to that. And it's interesting that they did not arrest Gene. That's very interesting. They just told him he couldn't come back to the courthouse. Probably because they was happy he... Them people was probably happy that he goddamn did that shit to Donut. Oh no, stupid as hell for that title on that fucking video, yo. Oh my god. Not rest in piss. Wow. So yeah, no nuts. You got a little bit of a viral moment a few months ago. People kind of knew who you were from you doing that. In fact, you need to thank Gene for giving you a viral moment. Oh, you should be thanking him for beating your ass. For real. Wow. Just wow. Oh my god. That shit, I'm sorry, that shit has me tickled so much. Because I remember when I had to bind him. Looks like it worked. Diddy's lawyers send a cease and desist to Netflix. Claim docuseries produced by 50 Cent uses stolen footage. This is what I was talking about in the last live. How are you suing for stolen footage if allegedly, according to Diddy, the footage is fake? In order to sue for stolen footage means that you would have had to have owned the footage. So I'm gonna need you to make this make sense, Didla, because it don't. Yeah, it says in a statement provided to CNN, a spokesperson for Combs also accused Netflix of using stolen footage that was never authorized for release in what they call a shameful hit piece. In anything that's public record, you don't necessarily need permission for that unless Diddy owned this footage. And if he owns the footage and he admits that he owns the footage, then it actually makes everything that 50 Cent put in the documentary, it validates it. We need to find someone who will work with us, who has worked in the dirtiest of dirty businesses. Oh yeah, we are losing. That's what he said on that beginning of the documentary. And they're saying that Diddy was making his own documentary since he was 19. This footage was commissioned as part of it. Oh, interesting. It says a spokesperson for Netflix referred CNN to a statement from the docuseries director, Alexandria Stapleton, who said the filmmaking team obtained the footage legally. It came to us. We obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. We moved heaven and earth to keep the filmmaker's identity confidential. One thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself, and it's been an obsession throughout the decades. We also reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for an interview and comment multiple times, but did not hear back. In their cease and desist letter, attorneys for Combs threatened to take further legal action, writing on Monday, As you are undoubtedly aware, Mr. Combs has not hesitated to take legal action against media entities and others who violate his rights, and he will not hesitate to do so against Netflix. Yeah, because he did file that 100 million defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal for the making of the Bad Boy. That's the one where Jaguar speaks on the blue couch, and so does Albie Shore. So yeah, they're saying Combs has been amassing footage since he was 19 to tell his own story in his own way, and said it's fundamentally unfair and illegal for Netflix to misappropriate that work. But again, Netflix is a huge corporation. I honestly feel that they would have definitely have done all the research to make sure that everything that they were doing was, you know, within legal parameters and that they couldn't be sued for it. Diddy continues to disassociate with the things that he's done by constantly doing what all narcissists do, which is gaslighting. I didn't do that. You guys are just all against me. No, it's called being held accountable for your behavior. Like actually taking accountability. Now, this one's dated December 4th, so this is a recent article. It says, Diddy Combs has escalated his fight against Netflix and producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, dispatching a scathing cease and desist letter that accuses the streaming platform of broadcasting stolen footage in its explosive new docuseries. It says, his attorneys claim the documentary unlawfully incorporates private recordings filmed mere days before federal agents arrested the Bad Boy Records founder. So we got more about the cease and desist letter. It says footage appearing in the documentary was captured without proper authorization and subsequently utilized to construct what they term a shameful hit piece. Combs' attorney argued the documentary violates fundamental principles of fair trial proceedings, claiming it represents a calculated effort to poison public opinion during a critical pretrial period. Sir, the court of public opinion is that you are guilty, and we all are glad that your ass is locked up in jail. Okay? The only fucking idiots screaming free Diddy are Kanye and Rayford, both of which have been accused of also allegedly being involved in your goddamn bullshit. Why does Donut only have 13 child? Because that's probably an old ass channel that he uses to troll. Janice Combs. Oh, trust me, there's gonna be a roast. Trust. And during that roast, I'm going to show y'all that video again because I know there's new subscribers. That video of Diddy kissing Janice on the lips as she's getting a drip, which is something that people who regularly take GHB and Special K do to rehydrate themselves. It says Netflix responded swiftly and decisively to the legal threat. And says... and defended both the documentary's journalistic integrity and the legal provenance of its source material. The company emphasized that all footage incorporated into the series was obtained through legitimate channels and properly licensed, rejecting categorically any suggestions of impropriety or theft. Yeah, this documentary, it's a lot more explosive, I think, than anybody thought it was going to be. And I think the real reason Diddy is doing all this is because it's not about them poisoning the public's opinion. It's you are looking in the mirror of who you are and you hate what you see. So gaslighting, denial, and projection are the trauma responses. I'm not that monster. They're all lying on me. It's a money grab. Even though there's actual footage and evidence showing you be abusive. So it's just crazy to me. I know one thing. I'm going to keep watching all 4 of them. I'm about halfway through part 2. I'm going to do part 3 and 4. But I think on the next live, I need to do a roast. Because I definitely got to cover the Jaguar and Orlando Brown beef and how hilarious that whole situation is. And then there's another situation of a pastor who gets arrested for soliciting sex to a 16-year-old for Thanksgiving. Literally trying to coerce this 16-year-old boy to let him eat his ass out for Thanksgiving. You know, all of this shit, again, that goes on in these fucking churches, especially, unfortunately, our black churches, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how common all of this shit is. And this man was a congressman. He was a prominent member of the NAACP. Like, again, it doesn't matter what positions people hold if they are disgusting on the inside. So definitely, I'm going to be probably doing a roast for the next live and then continue on with the reviews. Or, I mean, I might do both. I might do the review and a roast. Actually, I probably will. Then there's this one. Diddy's team responded to 50 Cent claim and the rapper sent him a strange gift from prison. 50 Cent shared a bizarre gift he claimed Diddy Combs sent him from prison as a warning. The jailed rapper's team have responded. Let's see. So it says 50 Cent claimed on his social media recently that he'd received an early Christmas gift from Diddy in the wake of the documentary's release. Writing on his Instagram, "What kind of gay shit is this, Diddy? Send me flowers at a club at Club 11. Laugh out loud. Why all the foreplay? Get busy. You know I'm stupid." He later added a warning. "I'm 90s grimy. You don't warn me." Laugh out loud. Oh, so is this what he wrote? Hold on. Can I make this bigger? I'm trying to see if that's what Diddy wrote on the card. Oh, no, it just has a... Okay. It just has information. Why all the floor play? Get busy. You know I'm stupid. He later added a warning. I'm 90s grimy. You don't warn me. While receiving flowers from someone you've made a scathing documentary about might seem more than a little intimidating, Diddy's team are insisted he didn't send them. So basically, they're mad at Netflix for giving 50 Cent creative control. You know, Diddy, your whole world is falling apart the same way you cause your victims' whole world to fall apart. You are literally getting poetic justice. And I'm sure everyone who has experienced abuse with you, I'm sure they're all extremely happy to see you finally getting what you deserve. Because it's absolutely disgusting that you have gotten away with all of this shit for so long. But like I told y'all last year, 2025 is the year of uncovering. It's just a matter of time before the shit people do does get revealed. And again, Diddy being this prominent, businessman figure in the black community, and people were looking up to him, like Kalina said, He was her hero. He was the man she wanted to be like. Even though toxic, abusive, crazy, on drugs, it says a lot about you, Kalina, that you'd want to pattern yourself after someone that you said out of your own mouth has an alleged drug addiction, someone who you've witnessed become abusive to people, including allegedly Don Richard, your bandmate. Because Dirty Money was only you, her, and Diddy. Just the three of y'all. This is also why I wonder, did Kalina and Diddy have like some sort of fuck buddy ship? Because it's given that, in my opinion. It's given that they could maybe have been friends with benefits. And maybe she's another bottom bitch like Janice, who's going to hold him down no matter if he's right or wrong, because that's my nigga. I ride for him, and you know, he financially holds me down. So I'm going to say and do whatever I need to say and do to continue to get the benefit. Because again, Kalina is not famous for singing. She's no longer famous for her artistry. People only know about you, Kalina, because you were on Love and Hip Hop. If I had never seen you on Love and Hip Hop, I would not have remembered that you were one of the girls from Dirty Money, because Dirty Money wasn't a group that I was ever into. They were okay, but they weren't, you know, it's not like they was hella popping even back then. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy how all of this shit is going, and how this man really does think, because of him getting away with the college stampede and everything after that, it just seems like he really did feel like he was above the law.
That's him. Tupac at that point was still a back independently. There were no.
Hold on, that wasn't it. That wasn't what I was looking for. What's wild is this shit here. Where's that video at? Now, this video, for whatever reason, doesn't play the audio. But one of my Lyft passengers told me about this a couple weeks ago. He said there was an interview of Pac from like the late 90s. And according to this, it says 1988. He said where Pac was super effeminate. And then next thing you know, he took on this thug persona and became this gangster rapper. Now, looking at this, I'm not going to hold y'all. Pac, he looks like a gigolo. He looks like a male prostitute. Like someone who would appeal especially to gay men. Again, that's why I'm kind of feeling like the whole beef between Diddy and Pac about Biggie could have potentially been about an alleged romantic relationship. I'm going to find this actual interview and cover that. Because it just honestly makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me, in all honesty. Because this, you know, the media never tells the whole story. And when things like this happen and they don't want certain people to be caught, they're definitely going to spin a different type of a narrative. Okay, hold on. This is. And what's crazy also is how in love Jada Pinkett was with Tupac. I hate to say, but I'm going to. Jada seems to fall for men that are down low. Allegedly Will and allegedly Tupac.
Okay, my name is Tupac.
Okay, here's one where I can actually hear him speaking.
Okay, my name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tamalpais High School, and I'm 17 years old.
Do you like being 17?
And it's like 17 is such a weird age. It's such a in the middle age. You're not 18 yet. You're older than 16. So. But I like it. It's nice. It's like a learning stage.
He sounds very different.
Like it. It's nice.
And even what he has on, it's just, I hate to say it, it's definitely given like gigolo, down low type energy. August Alsina, who is now openly gay with a boyfriend. Exactly. And Jada called herself mentoring him, but she was having a sexual relationship with him. It's like, again, there's something to that she keeps falling in love with men that are emotionally unavailable. Definitely that's rooted in childhood trauma. What I am going to do, I'm going to review this full interview and give a live reaction review to it, because Tupac is literally my favorite rapper of all time. I don't care if he's gay. It's not about caring if he's gay. It's about connecting the pieces of the puzzle as to why was Diddy so insanely jealous of Tupac's relationship with Big. Again, is it possible that Big and Pac had a down low relationship? And that is it possible that Diddy could have allegedly performed a crime of passion by having them both taken out? Like, for real. That's a real possibility. And more, I keep wondering if Gangstalicious on the Boondocks is Diddy. Yeah, let me pull this up right quick.
Understand, little man. This is about thuggin' love. I loved you, man.
See, and even this, I loved you, man. They really hated Aaron Magruder. Because I think he was hitting the nail on the head. Um, Oh, it might be because the audio's on the other video. Oh, it is. Look, this energy might be why he hated Pac so much. And this homies over hoes shit, this thug and love shit, this is really what goes on a lot in the rap industry.
What?
You broke my heart, man.
What the? I got that dog. I got that dog. These niggas still kissing. Oh, they busted slop. Oh,
Riley is stupid as hell. But for real, I'm serious. And then seeing this shit here about Pac is just like, wow. Because this was in 1998. He was 17. Diddy signed Biggie in 1992, 4 years later. When did Pac and Biggie meet? Okay, that information's not right. There's no way they met in 93. Wait, that's Pac and Big. Okay. Because Diddy signed Biggie in 92, and then a year later, Pac and Biggie meet. And I still don't even believe in that whole rival shit being real. I feel like all of that was media hype. I do. I feel like all of that shit was media hype. But I do think that there could have been something potentially romantic going on between Diddy and Biggie and Pac. Will Tupac they go to that performing arts? Oh, he went to that. He did. That's possible, but he still was looking very effeminate. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that about Pac, especially because after he got raped in jail and then he had his own sexual assault accusations, people were saying that after he came out of jail, that allegedly he, was starting to show like real flamboyant type behavior and stuff. And again, to me, what is the saddest is that we now do live in a world where it's more accepted to a certain extent for people who have same-sex attractions to live out loud, living their truth. But back then, they really had to damn near hide it. And that's what's the saddest thing about it is these men, I feel like this, if it was more acceptable, especially in our Black community, for men to just, who are gay, to just be themselves, then they probably wouldn't feel like they need to be down low. On the other hand, being down low is still you making a choice to not live in your truth. And then to marry women again, just so you can have her as a beard and create a false image of a family, just so you can say, you have a normal family dynamic, when what's normal is, embracing who you love. That the video of Pac and Big rubbing on that, all that shit says, in my opinion, is secret lovers. That's what it's given, for real. And they couldn't hide how much they felt. It was very obvious. So I'm interested to see how the rest of this documentary, what more information is going to come forth from it. I'll be definitely watching it over this weekend. But I do appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'm definitely in the live. It's almost 3:30. But thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to everybody that participated in the chat. And shout out to all the new DzPeepz. And shout out to all of my existing DzPeepz. Because I had a conversation, hold on. He said, I don't even think Pac was homophobic. I think the people in his crew and the people around him were. Yeah, for sure. I want to thank y'all because as I was having a conversation yesterday, I really just started to thank the Most High for my platform, for all of you, for everybody that does show up and support the channel. Because this year for me has been the most difficult because I need this colorectal surgery. And I am very grateful to those who have continued to consistently support this platform. I'm grateful to those who have supported offline, with donations and prayers. And I'm very, very grateful for the clients that are booking the healing consultation sessions because it's letting me see, feel, and hear my purpose on this earth actually being fulfilled. And it also is a beautiful thing to witness people healing, to actually, see people go through the progression of healing and to feel their healed energy. So I just wanted to thank all of you genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting this platform. Thank you to those who have sent prayers, positive energy, encouragement, support. It really means a lot because definitely the 4th, that whole week was one of the worst weeks for me emotionally, with that being the day I lost my 5th baby. And, oftentimes content creators do not even acknowledge their supporters. They don't take the time to thank the people that support their platform. And a lot of people, focus on all the negativity and trolls and all that dumbass shit. So I just want you all to know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of my DzPeepz, my existing subscribers, the new ones. Thank you to those that are following on Instagram. Thank you to those that have been following on TikTok, and on Rumble. The platforms are growing, and thank you. Seriously, y'all really got me through this year, especially through all of the betrayals, the back-to-back betrayals, the lies, the defamation, slander, the bullying, cyberbullying, gang stalking. Y'all have really been there for me. So I just want to thank all of you who love and support me in this channel. You guys are valued, you're loved, you're appreciated. And believe it or not, I do pray for a lot of you daily. Even the ones who made themselves my enemy, when they come up in my energy, I pray for them. Because as a high vibrational high priestess, that's what I'm supposed to do, is help to, assist people in their ascension and their healing. So thank you. Thank you, DzPeepz. You guys have made this platform what it is. We've reached, 7,020 subscribers. I was talking with my mom about that a few days ago. She's like, you have over 7,000 people? I was like, yeah, and to me, that's a growth number. Of course, I want the channel to grow beyond that, but just looking at this year in reverse, I feel very, very grateful. I'm extremely grateful for the connections that did not work out, because once God released all of that, I was freed up to shift my focus back to my channel's true purpose. So again, thank you guys so much. I'm editing quite a few videos that I, want to try to get posted hopefully tomorrow by Sunday at the latest. Wait a minute. Today is Sunday. Okay, well, between today and tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. I definitely plan to come back tonight because I'm going to be watching more of part 2. And then I will be showing you guys the videos regarding what Orlando Brown is now saying about Jaguar and what Jaguar had said about, you know, him getting stomped out and Odell in the background co-signing. Like, you was literally on the blue couch calling this man your brother on the review that I covered. That was the first time she came in my chat, and I'm thinking like, and now you're talking about how he was going to get stomped out for what? And all he said on the blue couch was that he said, I shut the fuck up for you. You should shut the fuck up for me. Orlando cracks me up. He really does. And I know people think he's crazy, but Orlando is hella woke. He acts so that they don't come for him. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of roasting tonight. It'll be a roast and a review as I continue to watch it. But like I said, I just wanted to thank all of you for your support. I know there's been some new people that have joined, especially some of my Lyft passengers that were asking me about, you know, questions about what spiritual gifts they may have, or trying to understand their own spiritual awakening. You know, I met quite a few that are empaths like me. I even met a couple that are claircognizant. So for those that were asking about that, the best thing to do is to DM me on Instagram at JustDeeShow or Aligned Manifestations by D. DM me on there because I do offer the 30-minute and the 1-hour consultations, which are essentially spiritual counseling sessions. But for those that are brand new to the channel, if you want to do like a shorter reading with me, I am offering a 15-minute reading for $25. Now, again, that's only for the new subscribers, new people to the channel, so that they can, you know, communicate with me and experience the gifts that I have. And then after that, you know, book like a 30-minute or a 1-hour. So again, shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for your support. Y'all make sure to click the like. After the video, you know, share the content, leave comments. I actually really do enjoy reading your guys' feedback when I go to approve the comments. So if you make a comment and you don't see it right away, I have comment approval settings on my channel due to the trolls. So no comments appear until I've had a chance to review them. But I appreciate when you guys leave the feedback on the comments, because again, it's very encouraging for me. So thank you, DzPeepz. Shout out to everybody that tuned in from Twitch, Rumble, and those that hopefully saw the link on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all stay tuned. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will be back tonight.